Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Die Party Gambit week number, I want to say 13. I'm probably wrong, though, because I swear to God I have... week 13. I'm good at this shit, guys. This is a Star Wars Force and Destiny role-playing game. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hello. Sorry for the lateness.
My fault.
Yep. Oh, it's fine, though. We're not that late.
Yep.
We're not that late, just 10 minutes, so we're just gonna
And generally I'm punctual. Like I'm allowed to be late sometimes.
It's true.
It was
It's
my
true.
turn.
Yeah.
It was my turn.
So let's introduce everyone who'll be playing today. First up, Tasixka. I said your name wrong, but it doesn't matter. It's let's introduce you. What's up? How you doing?
Hi there. It's all good. I'm Tess, and I have no idea. My brain is totally fried this morning. I apologize. I stream pretty much every day, except for Mondays these days. I'm training for full marathon, so I run a lot. I love anything sci-fi or futuristic. Really into Destiny. Super excited for Destiny 2. Still playing a lot of that.
Are you gonna play
and
the
also
beta?
Star Citizen.
You gonna play that
Yes,
beta?
of course I'm gonna play the beta.
When does that come out? When does that drop?
The 18th. It starts the 18th, and I think it's over the 23rd.
And that's
then
console
PC beta will
only,
be
yeah?
sometimes in
Yeah.
August. Yeah. So the PS4. Hold on. There's a command in my stream. D2 beta. Do you want me to just put it in your chat?
Sure. Yeah. Fuck it. It's all good.
Okay. So that is all the info. For
Nice.
launches and betas and all that jazz. Yeah, and then Star Citizen, which I bought into like in 2014 before I streamed. And I kind of like, I bought a ship. I was like, here's the money that I can afford, which was $65 at the time. And I was like, I'll just buy a ship, and then, you know, I'll stick this like in the back of my brain with some hope and some glitter, and you know, maybe something will materialize in like a few years. And I forgot about it. And then, you know, I know people have been streaming it, but I knew that it was kind of controversial and there was some content, but not a ton of content. And so I was just kind of like, let me just leave it in that little ball of hope in the back of my brain. And then my friend Jade actually was talking about streaming it, and she said that there's a decent amount of content now, and they have a new update dropping soon that's going to drop a whole lot more content. So I was like, well, let me finally try it, and I love it. It's so good.
Is it spaceship, or is it still that ground combat stuff? What is it?
So it's both. There's a space flight. So basically
Module?
right now it's kind of like a tech demo plus. So there's like a beautiful piece of a spaceport for you to walk around in. That's just an example basically of what it will be like. There's a space flight version of it where you could do like racing in different ships. You can do combat in different ships amongst each other and amongst like alien against versus AI basically, with a few different sort of maps, environments. And so you can, you know, pilot different ships and things like that. And then there's the persistent universe, which is in essence a giant spaceport with a bunch of missions, and where a whole bunch of other people will hang out and show off their ships. And you can, you know, spawn any ship that you own. You can rent ships to try out. You can do missions. You can sort of make your own content up with other people. You can, you know, fight other people. You could do, there's a decent amount of stuff. And on top of that, there's the sort of FPS gameplay, which is like a different module. They're not kind of all together right now.
Yeah.
Reasons.
Me and Sheepdog streamed that a while back, and we got trapped in a toilet for about an hour.
Oh God.
Couldn't figure out.
I did fall through the floor a lot. That did
magical.
happen. Well, a lot
Sci-fi,
being like
though, it's
4
pretty
times.
damn
But
sci-fi.
yeah, but it's beautiful, and it's a lot more stable than I expected. That was one of the other reasons I kind of stayed away from it in the past, because I heard it was super unstable, and now it's actually a lot more stable. I'm kind of impressed. I only crashed, I mean, for an early alpha game that's been sort of hounded by all sorts of rumors and issues and things, just like every launch game or pre-launch game, is actually a lot more stable than I expected it to be. So it's pretty cool. I still have yet to try Elite Dangerous. That's my next one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I figured that
Oh
that was my
my
next
gosh.
question. That was going to be like, well, that wouldn't you just play that instead because it's like an actual game now? Like,
Yeah, that one is much more finished. A lot of the people that I wanted to try Star Citizen first because I wanted to get the comparison that way. Like I wanted to see what Star Citizen had to offer first and then compare it to
that makes sense.
because I bought into that too in early alpha, and I had actually played that in early alpha when it was very unfinished and unstable, right? And so I haven't played it since it launched and it's become a full game. So I'm gonna do that.
Nice. All right, Fuzzy. I hear you've been slaying Nazis.
I have been murdering a phenomenal amount of Nazis.
All right.
Yes.
Start of the
Various-
game. Which dude did you save?
The hot Scottish one.
Interesting.
Hello.
Wait, is that the old man? I don't know.
Yeah, he's not old. He's what? And he's fucking probably mid to late.
84.
Everyone saves the old man. I don't know why.
Because
Everyone
he's
saves
hot and a bro.
Fuzzy has a particular kink.
And yeah, okay, he had a Scottish accent, and it was just like, right, there's this young guy who I don't give a shit about, or your hot Scottish bro mate, and it's
And
just
then
like,
and then the entire game is like, why did you save me?
because
And-
you're hot. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. no.
Hello, have you listened to yourself recently? I have a bias, okay? I'm severely biased. Yeah, it's yeah.
What else have you been up to though?
Great game. Killed Nazis, had sex with a lady in a pantry. I'm still wondering if the guy who was in there eating beans was still in there, just trying to ignore what was going on.
It's like it doesn't make the beans taste better.
It's just like, these beans are good. I don't get you guys. Carry on. But yeah, I've just been to the moon and crash landed a shuttle on the way back, and yeah, that's. I went to the moon.
You played Doom?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering because the next step is Doom, obviously, but yeah.
I'm going to hell. Yay!
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Great.
Well, they've you know, I mean, the two games have a lot in common, such as mass murder and a really good soundtrack by was it Kevin Gordon?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah,
The orchestra dude, yeah.
Yeah, so good. Oh my god. But yeah, apart from that, I've just been playing Wolfenstein. I started playing it yesterday just on a whim, and then I couldn't stop.
Nice.
Brilliant, so good.
Well, speaking about guilty pleasures, let's go on over to Peachy Pixel. Hey, what up, sir? How you doing?
I'm not guilty. I fucking love it.
I am.
What have you been up to, dude?
Guilty or a pleasure?
Don't
Don't
answer
call
that.
me,
Don't
don't
answer that. Don't
call
answer
me.
that. Don't answer that. So, what have you been up to, Peachy? Tell us a little bit about.
Lawbreakers, 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 lawbreakers.
I don't know. That game just looks like a very sort of like, what if it was Unreal Tournament again? And then it's like, well, I mean, you can't expand on perfection, Cliffy B, you piece of shit.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I have played 50 hours of that when it was on the open beta. I had it ages ago, but I didn't play it. I was waiting for it to be a little bit more finished. Oh my god, it is frantic condensed strategy. Sonic the Hedgehog meets Quake meets some kind of flight simulator.
I don't know if I want that.
Absolutely amazing. It's
I enjoy
already one
it.
of my favorite games, and it's not completed.
I
It's
enjoy it a
so
lot.
yeah. It's just Blitzball. Blitzball is my bro, and it's voiced by the guy that did Rick and Morty.
Wait,
So
what?
that's the little cherry on the top because he keeps talking as you're carrying the Blitzball around. Oh, geez, Rick, you're getting shot at. I love that game. I cannot wait. 4 weeks. I have to wait 4 weeks to get my hit again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you know what I'm
Yeah.
waiting for? I'm waiting for fucking Fortnite, man. I'm gonna rock that shit like no one's business. Now that's an epic game.
also, Keystone looks interesting.
What the fuck is
But I
that?
can't talk about that because it's fucking NDA'd up the wazoo.
Ah, man. I don't know. So let's talk to our final player, I guess. Hello, Kika.
Yeah, I guess we can talk to Kika. She's also there. Whatever.
Hey, Kika.
Yeah, I finished my 2B cosplay. Now I'm gonna
Nice.
start on my Phantom Assassin cosplay.
Phantom. Oh no, you said that was the League
From-
thing. I was or Dota or
No,
something.
Dota. Yeah, Dota. Sorry, my preamp got knocked a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like it.
Sorry.
Sounds like you threw it down the stairwell.
Sorry. Really sorry about that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be using plastic to make armor.
Like what?
So
Like
that's something new.
you heat it up and bend it, or like how
Yeah.
does that? Okay. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mold that plastic.
Yep. And then I'm gonna paint it.
I don't know what this character looks like. I mean, all the other ones I've been like, yeah, I know that character. It's like,
It's Phantom Assassin, Mordred.
don't
You
know.
haven't you played?
Nope.
High skill based character. Just get to late game and kill everything.
Yeah.
I keep in a 50 feet distance from all MOBAs at all times, court ordered.
I like to call Phantom Assassin the only reason Monkey King Bar is still in the game.
I don't know what you're saying. You guys are speaking
Dota
gibberish
things,
to me.
bro. Just
But-
Dota things.
I have no idea
Butterfly.
either. I am not a MOBA person at all.
Yeah.
I'm just here reading about Aardwolves. They're so fluffy.
Yeah. Thanks for that, by the way, Fuzzy.
But
I have
I'll
to-
be doing the Arcana skin for Phantom Assassin, so it
Nice.
looks harder, but really it just involves less crafting and more painting.
Well, I would love to see the final product. Cosplay. Like, there's those types of cosplay that, like, yeah, that's fake as fuck looking. And,
It's hard to get around that with a lot of costumes, though.
is it?
For how the
I don't
just
know.
from how the
I think your
design-
2B's one looks pretty natural, so. Like, you know, like in the
Arcana
world
is
of the
pretty-
game, you're like, yeah, that makes sense, but then you see it on a person in real life and you're just like, wow, that looks... Spawn
Are you
of
gonna
Sin-
put LED strips in it?
I'm hoping to, actually. I have some.
That'd be so cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I have some in this box here.
Sweet.
Not as many as I'd like, but I can probably get more if I can get more money from the Patreons. But yeah.
Sign up now. So yeah, let's jump right in. So anyone want to buy anything, expand their characters, do stuff like that? Anyone at all?
Yeah.
I'm not
Did I already spend my XP?
I don't know, did you?
you
I'm
gonna get a laser grenade?
20. If I put points into lightsaber skill, that'll change when I change the skill to use lightsabers, right?
Yes. However, to train lightsabers, you do need to have. Well, fuck it. I mean, you're Jedi. There's no reason why you wouldn't have had saber training. So yeah, if you just put it in there, is it a? You don't have it as a career skill, right?
Actually, you can rank up lightsaber and use willpower. It just adds to your if you're using willpower to use it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So you swap it to willpower if you have the book. You have to have the book first, though.
Yeah.
And it's worth pointing out too that if you buy the book, even if you can't buy the skill right now, it will become a career skill, making it cheaper. So it's
Ooh,
certainly more cost
I'll
efficient
wait till
to
I
do
get
it.
it. Get the book.
Yeah, certainly more cost efficient to do it the other way around. So, anyone else got some expenditures they want to do? All right.
I would like to use my 20 skill points to buy the lightsaber fighty book for my class.
Okay. How many books do you have?
I have 2.
2. All right. So it's going to cost you more than 20.
Oh, how much does it cost?
Let me pull that up real quick.
If you've only got one book, is it still 20?
If you got, hang on, I'll tell you the costs in a second here. All right. So
Welcome to Die Party PDF.
yeah, well, I mean, you know, so if it's a non-career, it costs you, which is say you want to go from consular to like mystic or something like that in a different group, it'll cost you more. It's 10 times total number of specializations plus 10. And if it's a universal, if it's a career, it's at 10 times total number of specializations in XP. So if you're going from 1 book to 2 books, it'll cost you 20. If you're going from 2 books to 3 books, it'll cost you 30, etc., etc. So.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What page is the lightsaber book on?
Whatever your career is on, there's a book in there that deals with lightsabers.
It's still within Sentinel. It's just she an expert.
Yeah. Okay. So that'll cost you. You have 2, right? So.
Yeah.
So it'll cost you 30 to get the next one.
Okay.
Your consular, right, Peachy?
Yeah.
So yours is the Niman Disciple. It's on
what
page
are you on right now?
70. Just use the bookmarks, man. Just go to consular. Under step 4 and 5.
I do not have. Oh yeah, I do. Oh, that's pretty useful.
Yeah.
70.
Mm-hmm.
Consular.
Yeah, so to get to the Nyman technique, you need to first buy Nobody's Fool, then go down to it. So in order to get it today in the session, it'll cost you 35 experience points.
Alright.
35 experience points, yeah.
So it's
However,
10
if
to
you
buy the book.
It's 20 to buy the book, because you already have 1 book, right? So it's going to be 20.
And then I have to spend points to put it into that.
That's right, yes. But however, you will get career skills. Like, for example, you will get lightsaber as a career skill.
Do I get all those career skills, or
You don't get them as ranks, but you get them as little checkboxes next to your skill.
plus the additional career
Nope.
skills?
No, you do, yes. But you should already have cool discipline knowledge and all that shit already. But the additional career skills are specifically for that book. So you'll get the additional career skills, discipline, leadership, lightsaber, and negotiation as career check marks. You don't get them as ranks.
Sod it, I'm buying that book.
Okay. So that's cool.
I will get a rank in fine tuning for 10 and then hold the other 10 so I can get the book.
What book is that
End
from?
of the session. It's just from Sentinel, from my artisan tree in Sentinel.
Fine tuning.
Yeah.
So you've already got mental tools, and then you get fine tuning,
Yeah.
which is repairing system strain on a starship. Okay, so system strain works like how it works on humans. If you're in combat, your ship will take strain, which is like, imagine you're in a submarine. The strain is a similar thing. It's like pressure on the ship, basically.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's a good one. Anyone else? Tess, Fuzzy?
I wanted to get I have planetary piloting. I wanted to get space piloting.
Like the actual skill?
which-
Do you have it as a career or not?
It's part of one of my careers.
All right, let me take a look here. Okay.
I just wanted to get.
Okay, so you do have it as a career, so you can get a rank. Let me just check the cost real quick. Career skill rank, 5 times purchase rating. So it'll cost you 5 experience points to get 1 rank.
Oh, that's it. Okay, so.
But
Can I
you can get a second rank for 50. You can go up to then it'll be to go to number 2. It'll be 5 times the purchase rating. So you have to buy it sequentially. So you have to buy the first rating, then you buy the second one, which would in total be 15.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, sorry. In total it'll be 15 because you have to buy the first rating and the second one.
Okay, well, so I'll just do that. I'll spend my 20. So then I'd be at rank 2.
Yes, rank 2 for 15, and then you have 5 left over if you wanted to. You could then buy another rank in a different skill if you wanted to do that as well. Like, for example, you have computers, medicine, and resilience, and stealth. They're the ones that you can buy for 1 rank.
I can use medicine on myself and others, right?
Medicine is for other people, and basically it's like administering basically medicine is used to like stop people from dying in a lot of instances. That won't come up very often, but healing people's wounds and stuff like that with med kits is normally how you do it. So medicine is always good to have for like understanding how medicine works in a lot of cases. So it won't just be used as a mechanical role, but like say if you wanted to identify a wound on someone, right? I would say, okay, make a medicine check, and then you'd be able to do it that way. So it's not necessarily always a mechanical thing.
So for piloting in space, I would now be rank 2.
That's right, yeah.
And for medicine, I would now be rank 1, and I'd have 0 XP left.
That's right. Fuzzy, you got any purchases?
No, I haven't had a chance to think about it. I will.
Okay. How much experience do you have at the moment?
I don't fucking know. 155 apparently.
Fuck a duck. You have 155?
That's what it says on my sheet.
Spend some XP.
Like you should be spending XP, because if you're not, then
yeah, I know. I haven't had a chance to look through the book.
Your character's going to be severely underleveled if you don't do something. So,
I know. I just need to look through the book and actually sit down and do it and things.
Okay. So let's first let's do some. Wait, why is that not clearing? That's weird. Is there something wrong with the? Sometimes you have to reload this book, and I'm not sure why. Let me just check. Okay. It's not clearing. That's weird. Okay. I think we might have a problem.
Are you trying to clear the destiny pool?
Yeah, it's not doing anything. All right, we're back. We don't have a solution, but we have a workaround. So good job, Roll20, for fucking everything up. Appreciate it. Big thanks to AP Gaming Real. Make sure you go follow him on Twitter and Twitch. He does a lot of role-playing games as well. Without him, we wouldn't be able to have this game today. So good job. So what's going to happen is I'm going to be rolling literally everything for every single player who wants to do anything. I normally roll really good, so you guys are in good hands. So if you want to try anything, now's the time to do really well. So can everyone go to their sheets, please, and tell me what your morality is right now?
$40.
Okay, so we have a 14.
No, 40.
40, a 61.
Yep.
58.
58, and Tess, you were muted when you said? You're still muted. Oh man, just the worst technical problems today.
Everything's fucked.
Everything's fucked. I think you were 53, right?
I like how she's 55.
55? Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to roll a 1d100 and see if any of your morality... Oh, there we go. Can hear you now.
Yay!
There we go. So you're 55, you said?
Yes.
All right. So let's... Okay. Is anyone 63?
Yeah. Let's see, right?
I'm 61.
Okay.
61.
Okay. So no one's morality triggers, which is fine. And now we're going to roll everyone's... Halt Dave. Oh my god. Yeah, that's my old character from the other game. So now we're going to roll everyone's... well, I guess more force and... what do they call it? Destiny die. So there's 4 of you, so I'm going to roll 4 of them. All right, so you have 2 white and 4 black.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
All right, so wait. Oh, I can't clear the destiny die on this one? That's super weird. Okay, so it's 2 light, 3 black. We'll just roll with that. That's close enough. Weird that I can't clear it, but you know, it is what it is. So we're gonna start this episode with a flashback from the year 20 BBY, we get a glimpse of a gentleman walking through what is can only be assumed to be a jungle. And down in the bottom corner of the screen, it says Planet Araba. And this man, he's sort of like, hacking his way through a jungle with a machete. And at his feet, there are these rabbit-like creatures with really, really long ears. And they're just hopping around literally everywhere. And, he's just like, get out of here, fucking move. And, he's kicking them and moving them out of the way. And they're just absolutely everywhere around him. He keeps hacking his way through the jungle. And he comes to a cave entrance. He pulls out a map and he looks at it. He scratches his chin. He's like, "Yeah, I think this is it." And as he starts to get closer, all the bunny-like creatures that were following him stop before they move onto the dirt that's in front of the cave entrance. He starts to walk down the cave where it gets damp and dark. And if he were, force sensitive or anything along the lines, he would be getting this eerie feeling. And the audience gets to know that because of the music change, the subtle music change as the guy walks down the tunnel. But to him, it's just like another.
With a theremin. Exactly.
It's just another cave. So as he walks down the cave, he pulls out a little torch and he flicks it on and he starts walking down. He walks for maybe like 15 minutes. The cave gets really rocky, and before he starts to notice signs of life that used to be in this cave. Like we're talking like decaying rugs and chairs that are broken and houses made out of like bricks and stuff like that. Actually built into this cave, and we get a montage of him like taking notes in a diary or a journal or something like that, and maybe taking scrapings off a like kind of like an archaeologist would take scrapes of an archaeological dig site or something like that. He moves further down, and we get a glimpse of what can only be this sort of hunched over creature inside of like a sphere, and the sphere is sort of radiating like this blue energy, and it kind of startles the man who's coming down, and he turns off his light and sneaks a little closer. When the hunched over creature turns around and addresses him, he's like, "Hello, I've been waiting for you to come down here." And the man sort of startles, and he's like, "Who are you supposed to be?" And he's, "Oh, my name is not important. What is your name, young one?" And the man walks a little closer, and he says, "Cyrus Morin." And he's like, "Morin, huh? Interesting name. And what are you doing here, Morin?" Morin takes out his diary, and he starts to like scribble what this creature looks like. It's the way that I would describe it is sort of like it's almost floating, and it's kind of like green, and it's got this very Grinch-like angry face to him. And Morin replies, "Oh, I'm just here taking scrapings. We did a scan of the planet, and we found like what could only be described as like a civilization down." He's like, "Yes, there were people here once. Not anymore." And Morin will like, how old are you? How do you know this?" And the creature will be like, "I can show you if you like. Just reach your hand out." And Morin starts to put his hand out, but then he pulls it back, and he's like, "Wait, that doesn't. No, I don't know if it's reach your hand out." And then, almost as if he's being commanded to do so, he puts his hand through the aura, the bubble that's around this creature, and touches the creature inside of the bubble, and almost like a little arc of electricity goes between their fingers, and he pulls his hand back, And you can see the veins in his hand start to like darken. The creature inside of the bubble starts to go and just laugh maniacally as his veins up his arm start to change color and course, and his hands start trembling. And it reaches up to his eyes, and his eyes start to like, Morin starts to scream, and he reaches into his own skull, scrapes out his eyes, and just in extreme pain just rips his eyes out of his own skull, and just lays there screaming for hours, basically. All the while, the laughter of this creature can be heard echoing up the cliff. That's when Inquisitor Morin wakes up in his chambers, and reaches over and slides his robotic eyes into his skull. As they whirl into life, he calls for his assistant, and over like a voice comms or a box or something like that, and he goes, "Yes, have they made touch yet? Have they gone back to me about what that message I left for them?" And he's like, "No, sir, no messages yet." And he's like, "God damn it, hurry up! I'm getting sick of waiting. The game is on. I need a good chase."
The game is afoot, you mean?
Sure. And that's when we join our characters, who are, I guess, in the middle of negotiating with, was it Jimmy Jams or something like that?
Yeah.
And what have you guys
We
negotiated?
already shook on a deal.
Yeah. He was going to
Yeah.
smuggle some stuff in your ship, and you guys were going to help him with that. In exchange for him, repairing your ship?
Removing any tracking devices from the ship.
Dead tracking devices, dead stormtroopers, anything like that.
Yeah. So
Just carrying a suspiciously lumpy rug off the ship. No,
Not-
carpets.
Not their uniforms. though.
Yes.
We definitely took their uniforms off them, right?
Yeah.
well, I mean, one of them has a giant
yeah.
hole in them
Yeah.
from a saber. and the
Also,
other...
I really don't think a stormtrooper helmet would fit on my cone head.
I mean, you could do that
Bobblehead.
thing that they do in World
With a
War One,
scarf.
where they put a stick on their helmet and lift their helmet up. But,
Yeah, I'm just basically going to be a stormtrooper with a scarf and a really long neck. Just bobble, 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 bobble.
You're pretty short to be a stormtrooper, and you're like 5 foot
not.
higher than everyone else. So yeah, I guess we basically just get a montage of you guys, like, I don't know, throwing corpses away, and also having a
Just put it in a car crash. Just like.
so we have like Jimmy John's, like, basically like taking apart the ship. What do you guys? I guess Yaul. God damn it. Yaula. Thank you. Yaula, I assume, is helping.
Yeah. And I would like to ask someone to pick up a restraining bolt for me. Maybe someone in the party can possibly, so you can get that astromech droid.
Working the way you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are the rest of you doing during this this montage of the ship being pulled apart?
I've probably, found some people and I'm trying to start a card game with them.
I imagine there's this is sort of like a pretty busy space dock. It's
So I've
where a
probably
lot
found
of
some sort of shitty dive bar and I'm just like,
yeah, like I imagine the space dock you're on is basically like owned by this guy. And he owns like maybe two landing pads or whatever, but the rest of it is like a normal space station for the most, or space port for the most part. So is there anything that you guys want to acquire while you're here in some way?
I would like a laser grenade.
I don't think those exist in my canon of Star Wars.
good try, Peachy, good try.
By that I mean it's not in the book. Get fucked.
By that you mean, fuck you, Peachy, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the quietest place near the spaceport.
I imagine it's like a post office.
Like a private.
Like you
quiet
want like
space.
a bar, but like you want a booth or something.
I would like a meditation chamber if possible, but
Okay.
if not,
Well, you could probably maybe like sit on top of above a landing pad or whatever, you know.
okay.
Like maybe you like find a place in
A
the.
true Jedi can meditate anywhere.
It's true. But he's not a true Jedi yet. He has to
Yeah, I
battle
was
with
gonna
his
say,
internal demons.
Good point.
What about
You've
you?
been Jedi-owned.
What about you,
Um,
Tess? Where do you think your character
I'm
would
sitting in the cockpit with Faith, like at my feet, like all curled up and napping and kind of snoring a little because cats do that. And I'm just there trying to meditate through her snoring in the cockpit and like learn all the controls because I want to be able to get us the heck out of wherever we are in a pinch.
be? Yeah. And Fuzzy, what are you doing during this montage with Tia?
I'm just sort of I'm playing cards, probably playing, not particularly playing to win, just sort of like, breaking even. And
You probably find some ship hands or something like that that's willing to
Yeah,
throw a couple
just,
of space bucks on your way.
Yeah,
Empire
just
established
keep fun.
credits, the new
what
currency.
I'd like to think is that cards is kind of a meditation thing for me. It's just like, just
Sure.
Yeah.
So let's. I mean, you're probably working for about 2-3 hours. Just sort of pulling apart like panels off the ship. Yaula. When you find basically just like it can only be described as something that is intentionally put there, and it does indeed have like a blinking light on it, what you would imagine it would be. But there's also a hollow message, like a little disc that has like the recorded projector like messages things that they have. I don't know what they're called, but everyone who's seen Star Wars knows what I'm fucking talking about. Attached to it as well, with a little post-it note that says "Watch me."
Can anyone else see this?
You probably hear the grunts of your companion or the worker down the hallway, just grunting as like maybe he throws like a spanner down the hallway or something like that.
I think I'm gonna hold on to this until
from somewhere out of sight, Dia just leaps into view and crushes the no.
Yeah.
No monologuing.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait till he's gone and the party is all back together before playing this.
Sure, that's fairly reasonable.
And
But for the most part, how diligent would you be? Would you continue looking for these things?
probably, if I end up not finding them, then I'm going to probably try to get into the ship's computer and rename the ship.
Okay, yeah. Renaming the ship will actually. I'm gonna pull up all your sheets. Actually, it'd just be a lot easier to see how much dice you guys have. Okay. So, you guys will. So, in order to do that, I believe it's a 3 purple computers check. Do you want to make that roll?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 yellow, 1 green.
Yeah.
You have 2 light side die available if you want to.
Lawyer that blue. Kika lawyer it.
How do you?
Well, first tell Henley how handsome he is, then
I've
give
always
him a
loved you,
reason.
Henley. Always. Have you done something with
Your new empire? No.
Would my...
Are you taking your time to do this? Because we've got lots of...
Yeah, probably.
free
I
time?
mean,
Yeah, okay.
I think it is fairly important because it would be suspicious having like this ship that's supposed to be destroyed, like checking in at various space docks. And I do have my I don't know if my codebreaker talent would work, but I don't think so. It's basically
It's not a code thing. It's more like
yeah.
it's more deception than it is like code breaking. Like you're not breaking. You have all all the necessary access you need, but you just don't have the like. So the ship's name is Dusty Ventures, right now. But if you wanted to go ahead and change it, you would need to pass the
I
check.
would like to. I have technical aptitude, so it wouldn't take as long. So because that reduces time needed to complete computers related tasks by 25%.
Okay, per success, right?
Per rank.
Per rank.
So
you have to
it's
you
rank
have to
one, so
pass
it's
though.
just-
You have to pass.
Yeah.
So what would you like to do? Do you want to use a light side dice, or do you want to roll?
I think I'm just gonna roll.
Okay, cool. We can do that. No dice. So you got 3 advantages and 2 failures though. So yeah, you start to type it in and you realize that to change this ship's computer to the designated name would require authority from a space dock security personnel, and that's not something that you have right now. So it would take a lot longer to come up with something that would work.
Check the inside of the hat that I took from the space dock as security guy.
Nothing. No, nothing
Yeah.
like that. So Dusty Ventures is still the name of the ship.
It's a terrible name.
It is what it is. So do you want to try and attempt it again? You have some
I
time.
think so.
Yeah, so you probably spend maybe an hour and a half working on this, and your first attempt bears no fruit. And you attempt it again. I'm going to add a black die to it, and I'm going to remove your blue die. Do you have any more arguments as to why you think you get a blue die for this?
Not sure. I'm not thinking of anything right now. I'm not
Mhm.
super familiar with the system to be able to do that.
You just argue for a blue die. You just say, well, I'm going to be ignoring everything else. And then I'd be like, okay, well, I can give you a blue die, but something might happen in the interim. But yeah, all right. So I'll roll again. I mean, you can spend a light side point if you want.
You just want to get more dark side points so you can fuck us over more.
That's why you never use them for important things.
But is this important, Peachy?
Yes. I don't know. Have you stopped hacking? How important is this to you to get it done? If it is, you can't use a die.
That's Brad Woto's rule, and Brad Woto ain't here, okay?
It's a good rule. Solid rule.
Well, we have all like the stuff from the troopers and stuff that flew the ship, like the pilot that flew the ship out here. Maybe I could find something on them that could sort of help me work around this, maybe like passcodes or something.
No, I mean, there's no such thing as a generic passcode on a pilot on a stormtrooper that would get you to allow you to change, like, have the authority of a port master to change the ship's name. So it's, yeah, you can just make another roll, but you're not gonna be. There's no catch 'em for like. There's no Gambit for anything in here. So.
Would I get a dice, like a blue dice, from having worked on a lot of ships at an Imperial controlled dock before?
Sure, if you're doing a
so-
mechanics check, but this is a computers check, so
Okay.
it's different. If you told me that you used to do this all the time for other ships, then potentially, but that's
was
something that you would have.
Going to.
So you've gone in and helped people change their registration on their ships before?
Well, yeah, it's a shady dock.
How often would you have done it? How many attempts would you have had at this?
Probably like 5 or 6 at least.
Okay. Have you ever seen those people again?
A couple.
Okay. All right. I'll give you a blue die and we'll roll it up. So, yep.
A couple.
You got 3 successes, so you can do it this time. However, you're gonna take 4 strain because of that.
Okay.
You know, you start thinking of that one guy that you're just like, yeah, I wonder whatever happened to him. You know, like, and maybe you got thinking that your work came into play and got him caught or something like that.
Okay.
But that doesn't really distract you too much from the fact that you actually managed to change the ship name. So, what do you want to call your ship? Because there's no option for like asking your friends, because it's like, you know, enter ship registration blinking on the screen in front of you, and it's not like you'll be able to walk away from it. So,
well, I already picked a name.
No pressure.
what is it?
The Armistad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where's that? Can you spell it for me? Put it somewhere.
Well, I mean, I put it in the Gambit. I'll put it in the Zoom chat.
Really? I don't see it anywhere.
It was after I typed in SS Shufflecock or Shufflecock.
Armistad it is.
Yeah,
Alright.
Shufflecock. Yes.
Okay,
Shufflecock.
so
Don't
yeah,
remember
you
that,
change the ship name, and you know, it accepts it. So let's check in with everyone else as you're coming back from this montage. Time dilutes in a way that the montage finishes, signaling that you guys can come back into the scene. Ray, how did your meditation go? Do you want to explain what you were thinking about and what it was like inside of your mind?
Well, I've got some dark thoughts and feelings.
Oh, are
going
you
through-
Ray? I'm sorry.
Suddenly, Ray has a really deep voice.
Yeah.
Boy.
And is struggling with inner demons, not just.
Sorry, I wasn't
trying to
paying
deal
full
with the
attention, and people
snoring
seemed like they
cat.
were looking at me expectantly. And it usually means I've forgotten to speak.
It's all good.
Also, I was meditating. So
It's true. It's true. I was very distracted by snoring cat. It was a problem. But aside from that adorableness, I think my meditation concluded that I don't really know what I'm doing, but I could probably,
Are you the type
you
to
know, at least
learn?
get us out of here.
Are you the type to learn from doing, or are you the type to learn from like, okay, so this mechanism works like this, and this pulls the flaps in the back, and this one adjusts the throttle and the pitch and the yaw. Like, are
I'm
you
definitely the type that learns by doing and develops muscle memory.
okay? So maybe we get like a quick little side bit of you, like, you know, you look around, and then then you grab the controls and go, or something like that, like, you know,
Sure.
or whatever. You just like, you know, start playing with the controls.
Maybe
and
I
shit like that.
disturb young Faith over at my feet, and she like just looks at me and is like,
So I like the idea
shakes
that
her head, puts it down.
we get a picture of Varel, who's like is trying to meditate on like the roof of like the hangar, and he's like opens one eye, looks down, and the ship's like just sort of like wiggling and wobbling from you just like pulling levers and shit in the cockpit, and it's just making this squeaky sound, and it's just like, okay. And so
Sorry, I'm disturbing your meditation. I'm terrible, but it was done to me by the cats. I'm just passing the disturbance along.
Would that like disturb my digging around the interior of the ship?
maybe I don't
Like
think
I get hit in the face with like a hydraulics thing.
or maybe
At
you
the same
almost
time,
do
I'm
that.
just like, fuck up a shuffle.
So Varel, you're going to be battling with some demons in a moment. Tell me what's going through your head.
Well, firstly, I'm just super hoping that the ship isn't going to be called Shufflecock, because that is all Yola's gone on about. Like, just has not stopped, and that's why I left the ship to go meditate.
So when you start to meditate, let's get a roll from you. Maybe something like discipline, I guess. What is your discipline?
2 yellow, 1 green.
All right, I'm gonna make this a 3 purple, because of
I'm
the
gonna
fact
give
that
myself...
you're gonna do a
Go on.
light side die.
No.
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 Okay.
Go on. Wait.
Wait, mostly because you just came off from cold murder. You know, you can feel like some sort of like need, like crawling, like it's kind of almost like, you know, the feeling of a cat like doing that paw thing on your leg or something like that. It's like that, but inside your skull, and like in the base of your skull, right up the back there. It's sort of just like kneading in the back of your brain. And maybe meditating might get rid of it, or maybe it'll help you come to some sort of conclusion as to why you felt the need to do that. But we'll go ahead and make a roll. Did you want to argue for any blues?
Yes. I'm quite steadfast in my belief that I did it to protect my, I don't know, kind of sisters, my younger sisters.
Mm-hmm. Are you of the mindset that evil is evil regardless, or like, did you have any sort of like talks with your mentor or something along those lines that told him about how the Empire was, or that Palpatine's army was like evil and should never be trusted, regardless of the outward appearance that they give themselves?
Oh yeah, definitely. I have a strong disdain for the Empire. Definitely, 100%. Not hate, because you know, hate leads to
sandwiches. Mm-hmm.
But like that, because I guess my training with him was a lot of talking and meditation.
Okay.
And philosophy and ethics, and the needs of the
many outweigh the few.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to give you 1 blue for that.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and roll your meditation there. You got an advantage, which means that you didn't succeed at all. So what basically happens is you try and quiet your mind and go to like a tranquil place to take you like away and give you a sense of relief as to what you did. However, you can't get there. And every single time that you try and close your eyes and rest and bring yourself to a center that you're used to getting to, it keeps, like, you keep flashing back to the man's face as you pushed your saber through him. And that's all that sits and resides in your mind. And you know, you're woken by the sound of the ship just moving about as you know, the engine, the projectors start moving up and down, the engine and stuff like that. I don't know, space engine terminology, you know, it's just moving, like that.
The prophylactors haven't been.
The prophylactors, yes. The polarities were reverting and inverting, and it was weird.
That advantage, is it possible to take that forward to the next time I try and balance myself?
With 1, it'll go to the next roll.
Okay, I am not rolling again, guys, until I get to meditate.
No. The next person in the whole party who rolls next will get a blue.
I will hand that forward.
So maybe like
the many.
Yeah. So maybe your meditation sort of uplifts the other people of your party members through the force meld.
But they're not fighting with the kind of dark feelings I am, right? So it would maybe affect them.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you don't let your dark feelings affect them. Maybe that's what that blue dice is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So we all get, like, you know, Jimmy Jams leaves the ship and he's grumbling about something. And you'll have a chance to meet up again. What's the next course of action?
Has Jimmy Jams completely finished?
Probably not. But
Okay.
you have an opportunity to talk to each other.
I would like to mention to the rest of the team that I found something and that we should probably check it out together.
Oh, what have you found?
I mentally project the image of the holocron to everyone. Using our
So
mind
mention.
powers.
So you can't talk to each other over this mind meld, but you can give feelings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I project.
Sort of.
I'll be on my way back then. Fold, lads. Thank you. I'll just good game.
Yeah, I like the idea that one of them, like, you've sort of you left with as much money as you came in, which is not normal for, like, you've been letting people win and then winning whenever you, like, you just kept your money, like, pretty much flush the entire time. So
Yeah.
Been waiting to strike to get that big money.
yeah.
But it's just like, oh well, okay, I fold. I just Ooh, is that time? I should be. Yes. I'll just head back to the ship then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna get down from this, wherever I was, go towards the ship.
Yeah. And I guess Tess, you'll meet in the cockpit maybe. Walk in on like fucking Ray, just being like, with a stick or something like that. And
Ray, what on earth are you doing?
Oh, nothing.
Hello. How?
Oh,
Oh, what are
just
you?
putting the ship back in park. Sorry.
What does that lever even do?
I have no idea.
it's the
I don't know.
space
But
break.
do you think we should wipe it down? Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry.
Hey, what?
Faith just looks up at all of you and is like, "Rah," and goes back to sleep.
Okay, so
So we're all together.
yeah, you're all together now in relative, awareness from Jimmy Jams.
Solitude.
He's taking a smoke
Privacy.
break, I guess.
I
Death stick
close the door.
Yep, done.
So
Consider it closed.
what? You found something? What did you find? Let's have a look at it.
I whip out the holocron with the post-it still on it.
What does the post-it note say?
Watched me.
Okay, so who reckons it was that creepy guy who left this? Hmm?
Oh, it was definitely him. It was next to the tracking device. At least I
It was a
think.
tracking device.
Yeah, it had,
Bloody knew it.
standard tracking device, blinky light and everything.
It was the only tracking device.
What do I know about holocrons?
The only one that we found.
Can
It's-
they
it's-
themselves send out a signal?
No, it's basically just think of it as like a watching a YouTube video, but it's a projector. It's not a holocron; it's a holoprojector.
Hi guys, it's PewDiePie.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
God.
not an actual.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that can send out like a tracking beacon is, say, the tracking device that was on.
All right, and you definitely didn't find any other tracking devices, right?
No, didn't find any.
Did you manage to change the name of the ship?
Yes, I did.
Shufflecock? Wasn't that what we were talking about?
Oh god, it better not be Shufflecock.
So are we gonna watch this message?
Wait. Was it Shufflecock?
Do you want to watch this message or not?
I want to know
It was
whether you
totally
have
Shufflecock.
renamed
It was totally
ship.
Shufflecock.
that we have to spend.
All right, settle down, murder pants.
I flash you a really nasty look.
I'm just
Yeah,
Which quickly is replaced by my normal, like, no feeling.
When she
face.
calls you murder pants, like the kneading starts in the back of your mind again.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
All right,
You
sorry.
guys might feel a spike in your brain of just a little bit of anger, but
Yeah.
then I like.
Okay, settle down now. I didn't mean it. Mostly. Anyway, we need to have a chat about that at some point. But anyway, yeah. So, do we? Do we think that? Should
It's
we-
just like a storage video. It can't do anything, right? Have you checked it over, Yolanda? Yolanda? Yola.
Oh, we.
I turn it
It's
over in
definitely
my
a
hands
bottle.
and look at it.
I mean,
it's definitely not a bomb or anything, right? We don't press this button and we just get blown out.
I mean, most of
I,
they're just like, it's like a silver disc, you know. It's kind of like a small frisbee sort of thing, with a little tiny like glass, like almost like a camera lens in the middle for like projecting the hollow projection up.
so who?
Fairly certain it's not a thermal detonator.
So who votes? It's going to be that creepy judge, just like,
We all know it's gonna be him.
Right, fine. Let's watch the.
He really wasn't that creepy.
He really, really was.
He was just playing some sort of strange game with us.
Yes, that's creepy.
No.
He showed you his ass.
That's...
I forgot about that.
Strange games may be afoot.
Yeah, so he's obviously going to try and manipulate us and.
Oh dear me, if it's his
Probably not
house. Put it on.
Maybe it's a no.
I gently put it on the floor and turn it on and step back.
No.
Yeah, it's about yay big, right? So it's just like a handheld
Wow,
thing.
that's
so.
quite impressive. No, sorry. Anyway.
Yeah, I pick it up and display it properly so we don't have to crouch on the floor.
Yeah. He's like, why, hello there. It's me, Inquisitor Morin. We just met. You might remember me. I hope that you do, at least anyway, because I remember you. Who could forget the people walking into my ship carrying sabers? That was impressive. I don't know why you didn't hide them. Anyway, even if you weren't Jedi, that's still besides the point. I'm going to follow you. It's going to be fun. I let you leave. You see, being an Inquisitor is kind of boring. I mean, at most, we get to come down to someone's house and take their children. That's where we get most of our kicks. So I want you to play along because it's going to make my life a lot more enjoyable. I've given you a head start. Consider the next month my gift. After that, I'm going to send the entire Empire after you. And even if you aren't Jedi, I'm sure you can put up a fight, right? Okay.
A whole month.
Toodles! And then he just and goes away.
I really do not care for this person very much.
This man's arrogance will be his downfall.
Indeed. I think we should find a way to
so.
turn the tables on him.
At least he's not entirely
Okay.
sure that we are Jedi.
Okay, so
He's
here's the-
confident. He's cocky. He thinks he has the upper hand.
we just need to trick him into playing a game of cards with us, and then, you know,
I don't know. Please do continue that sentence.
I don't think that he's interested in cards. I think he's interested in more, dangerous games like hunt and kill. Hide and
I believe they
murder.
call it cat and mouse. There's only one way to win. Don't be the mouse.
Man, the Empire must be bored to death if he's wasting time like this on us.
Does anyone?
Well, we are Jedi.
What does everyone know about the Inquisitors? I'm curious. Does anyone have were you guys taught about the Inquisitorium or anything like that?
I think I have some information on them because that was established when I was talking to him. That I knew a little bit about Inquisitors.
Okay. What do you know? What is
I mean, I probably know the boogeyman side of it, but maybe
I mean, that's literal definition of the Inquisitors, right? Like the Inquisitorium is literally the Empire's boogeyman, as far as everyone's concerned.
I've probably studied a little bit on them because I've been inquisitive on this boogeyman, but I doubt I've scanned the entire Jedi library
All right. So
about them, but I probably read a bit.
was it before Rebels? Yes, it's before Rebels. It's just after Order 66 was happened. So, so let's go ahead and make a roll then. Who wants to make a roll about this? It's gonna be knowledge lore. So,
Me.
Yep. So we'll make one roll, and then you guys can assist, I guess.
Can I get a blue because I've read a little bit about them?
Well, this is what this is. You get a blue from your thingy, your last roll. So we're gonna do. This is gonna be an assist roll because you guys are gonna be talking together about, what you know about the Sith, right? So,
I should check actually that I've got the most lore. I've got 2 yellow.
Okay, 2 yellow. Okay, so you got 2 ranks in it. Does anyone have any higher intelligence than 2?
I just have 3 green.
So you have 3 intelligence. Okay, so the assist will look like... Does anyone have higher than 3 intelligence? Does anyone have 4 intelligence? Should be your attribute score.
3. Yeah, I've only got 3.
Okay, so with your combined pool, it's going to look like this. You're going to get 1 blue from everyone assisting. You're going to have 1 green and 2 yellow versus 3 purple. You're also going to get an additional blue from your previous roll. And I'll go ahead and make that.
Stack that deck.
Oh, I just fucking removed it all because I'm an idiot. Okay. Yeah, you succeed with an advantage. So what you know about the Inquisitors? There's not a lot, right? Because the Inquisitors are almost like the hidden hand of the Empire in a lot of cases. So you wouldn't have done a lot of reading. If anything, what you would have heard of is like maybe you guys would have kept up with news reports or like an information trading network of people who'd known about like people like who, like for example, you would have heard about people being hunted for force powers. And that's why you guys would have suppressed it a lot when you were working in the past couple of months. You would have heard about kids being removed from learning in institutions and stuff like that. You would have learned about like wanted posters for Jedi that you know escaped the Order 66, things like that, right? By creed of the Imperium, you know, Inquisitorium sort of thing, right? That's how you would have known. And you probably would have heard the name. You probably would have heard the name Grand Inquisitor Hydra before, and that's about all you would have known. Yeah. So, how do you guys think about taking a break?
Sure.
Yep. All right. So now that we got the game running and
Yay.
I'm not grumpy anymore, we can take a break and cool our mind. Given a proclamation of a month's time, the Empire is going to come down on you like a brick shit house. What do?
Well, we are.
I mean, theoretically, you have 2.5 weeks left, basically. I guess.
I say we set a trap for this guy.
For an Inquisitor.
Yes.
What exactly would this trap entail? And
I have no idea. I was hoping that somebody else would come up with that part of it, but we should definitely set a trap for it. Mm-hmm. We can't keep running for the rest of our lives.
Just saying the word trap doesn't actually help.
What are we going to do with him? Kill him? Won't that just make more bad guys come after us? And if we don't kill him,
but it'd be one less
he'll
Inquisitor.
Eventually escape.
These are the people that killed our master.
I'm guessing he's running off the grid if he wants to toy with us in such a way.
Okay, I'm done with killing him.
Damn. Okay.
I don't think you understand what an Inquisitor is.
Why don't you enlighten us then?
There's 4 of us. And a cat.
And how many Jedi were there before?
Well, they didn't have the element of time to plan or cat in advance. So if we are wise and meditate on this and plan accordingly, maybe we can figure something out.
No, this is foolish. We will die.
I think we have to try. What choice do we have? Let him chase us until he catches us and kills us anyway?
This
We
is
can
very
hide.
true.
We can
We-
find. We can find more Jedi. We can rebuild
Where?
the
They're all
order.
dead.
Where? All the Jedi are dead.
They're not all dead. We're alive. Stands to reason more of us are alive.
I don't know about that.
That just seems naive to me.
Can
How
I
We have to
long
operate
use
on the
ship's-
assumption that there are no more Jedi left.
Can I use the ship's computer to pull up like the Star Docs sort of like news front landing page, bounties, and all that stuff?
Yeah, that'd be like some sort of like, I don't know what the internet is in Star Wars. The movies weren't made when there was internet, so I don't think if they had any sort of global information network on mind. But I've always assumed that there would be something like that.
Probably some. They probably got a subspace for stuff.
Yeah, they probably
Maybe
have
not,
like
maybe not a hub where everything's connected.
it's probably
instantly.
more like a feed that you subscribe to for news, right? They probably have like blog type stuff. They
Wouldn't,
I want to check out Empire bounties. Are there any Jedi's on there?
wouldn't Rey
'Cause you
also
said
sort of
earlier-
know offhand, roughly, because her character was bounty hunting it up?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I had access to any off-world bounties.
So in a lot of
Um,
cases, bounties are normally given from like bounty boards, which are like, you go to a place where there's a guy that assigns you or tells you the latest bounties. There's no like www.bountiesforjedi.com. There's nothing like that, right?
Well, I just want to check the bounty board for any Empire bounties.
Well, you're going to have to actually go to an actual physical space for that.
Look, there's definitely Jedi out there. I refuse to believe that we're all dead, and there's 4 of us left.
Cashforjedi.com. Holy fuck, that's great. All right, yeah.
There has to be some way. We need to lure him into a trap. We need to find somewhere.
No, this is foolish. You will all die.
What's foolish is killing a bunch of stormtroopers on the ship. Can't believe you did that.
Can we just
Yeah,
not?
seriously.
What I have to do.
We
I
don't
mean, you
need-
basically proved to him that we're Jedi by doing that.
He knew
Right?
that we were Jedi before that.
No,
this
he
is like
suspected we were
pre-record-
Jedi
This
before.
is a pre-recorded message, pretty much.
Yes, and he's not sure if we are Jedi or not. He just thinks
Yeah,
we probably
and
are.
we
He'll
coulda
kill
just-
us anyway. He doesn't
doesn't-
care whether we're Jedi or not. It's just
He
a
does-
bonus.
Yeah, and us killing the Imperials being dead doesn't change that at all. It just
But
let's
he
not dwell
symbolizes
on that.
everything that is wrong with this.
No, I mean just not. Let's not
mean-
dwell on like what we did coming here. Let's just think
Even if
about
there
what's
are
going
other
on.
Jedi out there, how do you propose we actually go about finding them? It's not like we can put up a sign saying we're Jedi. We won't kill you. Let us come find you, because
No,
everyone else will
we'll-
see such a sign.
We will have to track them down, as a bounty
How?
hunter would. But we have an edge.
Usually bounty
But
hunters
if
have
we
some
are
kind
trying
of
to
lead,
track other
man.
Jedi down, we will be putting them in danger because we are being followed by the Empire. Finding other Jedi is the worst thing we can do. If they are
Every
alive, we'll
single
put them...
Jedi in the universe is being hunted.
Yes, we are just being hunted very immediately. And
No,
let's
we're
face it,
being hunted by an arse-showing idiot who's so full of himself that he thinks 4 Jedi and nothing to let go.
yes, his overconfidence is his weakness. We can use this.
Our most important task is to rebuild the Order.
Spoken like a true Jedi, ladies and gentlemen.
So what, do you want to just go and find some younglings and settle down somewhere?
That's great.
Look, we go to a bounty board. There will be Jedi on there. We go to the last known location, and we use our particular set of skills to find them.
I I
Oh,
just
I'm sorry. Perhaps as teenagers should go up against an inquisitor.
An inquisitor who probably
he'll be
has
going up against
an
us,
army
whether we like it or
too.
not.
Okay.
I just think
Yeah,
that we'll...
me and Ray are like arguing like loggerheads, and everyone's trying to like Yola's like, well, maybe, and we're like, don't say planet.
Ray or Dear?
Dear.
Dear. Hello? God, can't even remember my name. I know we're all so interchangeable to you.
I said dear, and then I said
Yeah.
Yola was trying to get a word in, and Ray.
You said Ray.
You did say Ray.
You said Ray. Say my name, say my name.
I don't know who Ray is. I thought Ray was me earlier.
I see how it is.
Yola's just gonna sigh and then just turn and start like putting the restraining bolt on the droid and getting to work on that.
It's pretty much like a magnet. And you just go, and you just pump it on there.
Oh.
It's real easy. Like,
Okay.
Look, could perhaps maybe one of you come with me and we'll go to a bounty board and just see.
Yeah, I'll go.
I should meditate on this, I suppose.
Are we trying to get out of this particular port since he knew we were coming here? If we're going to look at a bounty board, we need a different destination.
well, I mean,
I
if
don't
it's...
think Jimmy Jams is quite finished yet.
Yeah. I mean, the ship doesn't even fly right now, so...
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to sit on the ship and meditate / sulk.
Yeah, as I walk out from you, like I've got like cuts in my hand where I've been squeezing my nails into my hand so hard to try and keep control of my anger, because I'm not balanced just yet. But I just, you know.
You're about 20 points off from being balanced.
Yeah, I look about 20 points of being okay.
There's a little vein in the corner of your head just like...
Yeah, so you want to head on over to a bounty board?
Yeah.
Okay. So is it just Varel and Yaula that are going over there? Okay. So you guys heading off into the dank starport.
I'll go with them.
Yeah.
You want to go with them? All right.
Probably trip over themselves if I don't.
Yeah, true. You bring in the cat? You bring in Faith?
Sure. She'll look menacing.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be like hugely out of place in a hive of scum and villainy such as we are?
I mean, this isn't really a hive. It's more like a business place, but every starport in Star Wars has an underbelly. That's just pretty much confirmed. So,
Would this
Oh.
be hugely out of place, like this killer cat?
well, here's the thing about having a giant cat. It's always going to be out of place. There's never the only place, Naboo. That's the only place this wouldn't be out of place. That is 100% like verified, by the way. That's a Naboo cat. So
I think about saying something to Ray, and Ray, you can probably feel that niggling in your brain from my thoughts, but I don't say anything about the cat because I know it actually is her support animal. She wasn't lying when she told the Inquisitor that.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
3
I'm
Jedi
going-
and a tusk cat walk into a bounty bar.
I'm just gonna hand Tess one of the blaster rifles that I modified to not look like an Imperial rifle.
You just hand it to the air to someone who doesn't exist.
Or not. I'm gonna hand it to Ray.
Am I Ray? I forget.
No, you're Varel.
God damn it, Varel.
God damn it, Varel.
DDIV.
So 3 Jedi walk in there with a cat, and it is what you'd imagine. It doubles as like a bounty hunter drinking and socialization place. There's a lot of ammo vending pamphlets. There's the new DL-44 line coming out. Basically, it's just like if you ever walked into a mechanic shop, this is sort of similar to that.
Oh, mechanics?
Is it
No,
like a
but-
bounty
Don't worry.
board
For
or a
bounties.
vendor?
No, it's a person.
Don't
walk
worry,
up to him,
I know
so-
how to talk to these people.
All right. So what's the deal here? It's pretty. It's not empty. There's a couple of people in here. A group of Rhodians in the back there arguing over something. But there's a short line, like one person in front of the man. You need the bounty receiver, bounty giver.
As Yola steps forward and says, I know how to talk to these people, I'm just going to grab her wrist and say, well, perhaps you should try it this time. And I let you go first.
Damn.
Try what?
The practice. Actually knowing how to talk to these people. Instead of getting us blackballed on a planet we couldn't get off of, Quizzitor breathing down our neck.
You walked up to the bartender and started chatting him up.
Yeah, there's a bit of foreplay to this business.
No, there's not.
But yeah, I let her go up first, and I'll just sort of stand behind.
So the man behind the counter will light a cigarette, a space cigarette. You can tell because it has space written on the side. And he'll light it up and he'll start smoking. He'll be like, dropping off or taking?
Taking.
What are you looking for?
What do you got?
He just sort of he's like not even like he was watching a TV program or smoking. He just sort of like leans back and looks at you and he goes, what do you normally take?
I'm gonna step forward.
Well, I
For
sort of
empire
like
bounties.
no, I point with my thumb to the tusk cat.
Animals?
I'd be like, no, they're with us.
Okay. What type of bounties do you look for normally?
Well, Varel has stepped up already.
Varel, what were you saying?
I'll hold that back if you've got something to say.
No, go ahead.
We're looking for well-paying empire bounties.
Slaves?
Something a bit more exotic, difficult, expensive.
I don't know you. Why would I give that to someone I don't know?
Because we're probably the only people who can fulfill those bounties, so you can get your commission.
I like the idea that, there's a man who walks in right now. Probably a Corellian human, for everyone who doesn't know what a Corellian is. And he'll walk up, and in his hand, he'll put he'll just walk right past you guys and slap on the table a broken lightsaber with blood on it on the table, and he'll push it over to the man, and the man will be like, subtle. He'll take it, and he will give him a briefcase of credits, and then he'll take it and walk out, unless you try and stop him or something like that. And he's like, so you want something like that, huh?
I'm gonna pat Varel on the back and let him take over, and I'm gonna sort of slink off to follow that guy.
All right. Reasonable choice.
Yes.
All right. Give me a bounty license.
Can I grab Yola as she's walking off? Just.
Ray has one.
Ray.
Oh, Ray. Oh, is it Ray, not Yola that was one? Sorry. Okay, I'll look to Ray. Sorry, Ray. I'm having a lot of trouble with Ray today.
Judging you.
I'm kind of at a loss with these two right now. I'm kind of looking at my cat and shaking my head, and the cat's looking at me and shaking her head.
Ray, your license?
Here.
So he'll sort of take it, and he'll type the numbers into a computer and hit it up, and it's like, it says here you do farmhand work. I don't think you're ready to take on one of these. You know these things can kill you from 500 meters away without actually lifting a weapon. I've
what
heard
the blaster
tales of
rifle's
like
for.
people having their necks snapped from across the room by these people.
So what have you got to lose?
Well, if, for example, you go after one of these bounties, then they know that they're being hunted, and it's harder for other, more experienced professionals to do their job. I get
You
paid
think
when you get paid. I lose everything if you don't complete it.
You think there are any of these filthy Jedi who don't know they're being hunted?
A lot of them think they're safe. That's how we kill them.
I have like this sorrow look in my eye. They're not safe. They never will be.
He just sort of gives you a toothy grin. Is like, that's how I make my living.
I toss him over a cred stick with 500 creds on it.
Okay. He just sort of looks and is like, what's this for?
Down payment in case our necks get broken. You get a little something.
Do you have negotiate? Or charm? I'll accept charm.
Oh, I think I've got charm. Yeah, I do got charm. I got 1 rank, a yellow and a green.
Okay.
And maybe 500 creds is a blue.
I'll accept that. Yeah. I'm gonna make this 3 purple because you're literally asking a man to give up his livelihood on slave hunters, farmhand chasers, as they say. You want to use light side?
No, this is important.
3 successes. All right. So yeah, he just sort of takes the credits, and he does like the transfer and throws you back the stick, and he's like, I might have something.
I smile.
Now you got to understand a lot of these, well, how do we put it? Rumors, per se. But if you bring it back, and you bring back something Jedi-y like a, I don't know, one of those swords that they have, or I don't know, some sort of Jedi symbol or some shit. Empire pays for that. You'll get extra, but bring back alive. That's not what we're about. They have to be dead. This is a kill on sight.
Ray, you can feel my rage starting to bubble.
Also, they want identification of a corpse, so no disintegrations.
I understand.
All right. And he'll give you a form, a piece of paper, and it's basically got like a family's farm out on the flats, and he's like, we had a short, spiky-haired Imperial officer come by a couple of weeks ago and gave us Empire intelligence. And he said that there was a couple of interesting notes out in this area. We don't know what you're looking for exactly, but he said the Empire had their best information gatherers say that there was one of the types out there. As you can see, he nods to the bloody saber on the bench behind him. Is like, sometimes that information is right. In a lot of the case it is, yes. So
Can I can see the lightsaber, the bloody lightsaber.
sure, yeah.
Can I check it out?
What are you trying to get out of it?
I want to see, what kind of style it is. Every lightsaber's got a different style, right? Depending on how it's put together.
Yeah, so it's a single saber. It's nothing extremely personalized. In fact, it looks like it was built out of necessity more than out of pride. But other than that, you can't tell much from it.
Okay.
Unless
So it
you're trying
wasn't
to
one-
get something in particular from it.
Well, I mean, I'd like to know if I recognize it, but if it's something that was hastily made because they needed a weapon, I'm probably not going to get that out of it, right?
Well, the other thing is too, you've maybe met 3 practicing Jedis in your entire life.
No, I mean like Yaula's lightsaber is a spiky demon hell fucking beast.
Yeah, sure.
Does this look like that, or does it just look like it's just been hastily made and it works kind of deal?
It kind of looks like if Luke Skywalker put together a saber in.
Oh, right.
So it kind of looks like it's just made out of metal and bolts and stuff.
So maybe not as well trained to be making a lightsaber just yet.
Or hastily
Or
put
didn't
together.
have the time or, inclination to spend ages on it.
Yeah. It's probably more likely that than anything else.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I'll grab the paper and I'll smile and nod and just walk off.
oh, and if you think you can't handle it, don't fuck it up for someone else. The Empire only comes around here every once in a while. We don't get that much information.
Lucky for you, they only come once in a while.
Why? I make a lot more money when they do.
Official money. I'm just gonna walk off. I don't want to talk to this asshole because I kind of want to murder him.
All right. So let's sideswipe over to Yaula, who's shadowing this Corellian male. I'm thinking he's got like he's a black Corellian male with like maybe sort of like a shaved head, but like what do they call it? Where they shave the sides, but they keep the top like short, but like military style, I guess would probably be the, not a mullet. It's like a military cut, like
Buzz cut.
I don't know, a buzz cut maybe. Yeah, buzz cut sounds like it would be. So, Kika, do you have any sort of like shadowing skills?
Yes, I have 2 blue from. What was it called? Wasn't Sleight of Mind. I mean, I have Indistinguishable, but that's not it.
Now that's for people recognizing you.
Yeah, I think it was. We went over this.
If you got it on your sheet, then it should be easy. So this is why you write it on your sheet, so you can have a look at it. Let's see here. You've got Sleight of Mind, which will give you 1 blue dice per rank of stealth checks. You got 2 ranks of that, so that should automatically be added to your skill check. Oh, well, I mean, I say that like it matters, but so we can use your stealth roll here, which is 2 yellow, 1 green, and 2 blue.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 yellow, 1 green, and 2 blue versus 3 purple. So let's go ahead. Can you? So basically, can you give me an idea how you're following this man?
I'm sort of like using the fact that I look sort of like new to the area, but also like common mechanic to look like I'm sort of just touristing about.
Okay. So what, you're trying to like more blend in with people than
Yeah.
like hide around a corner and peek over it?
Yeah, I'm more used to doing that sort of thing.
Sure. Okay.
And-
Well, the way you described it, I'm not going to add any blacks because that's yeah.
Trying to sneak about sort of makes you look a lot more suspicious.
Yes, I would agree with that statement. So, do you want to use a light side on this?
No.
No? Okay. Let's roll it up then. Yeah, so as you're like, walking through the crowd and you're sort of like, he's walking through a market or something like that. He's leading you outside the port, right? So imagine the port is sort of like busy with starships and paperwork. And then you go a bit further out, then it becomes like vendors and merchants. And then outside that is like just sort of open farmland and grassy knolls and stuff like that. He's walking outside to leave.
Grassy knoll for gunmen.
Yeah, he's leaving. And maybe you're sort of looking around, and you take a look at a merchant store, and you maybe pick up a wrench or whatever, or an apple, and you turn it over in your hand, and you put it back down. You look over your shoulder, and he's not there anymore.
Oh, no.
And he, yeah. What are you doing?
I guess if I'm looking around, I don't see him anymore, right?
Well, I mean, not within the last second.
I'd figure he probably spotted me, so I'd try to act natural.
Okay. Yeah, so you just keep looking through the merchant stalls, and yeah, nothing. How long do you stay there for?
Maybe about like 15 minutes, and then start heading back.
Yeah, so I mean, you don't notice him. No one approaches you or anything like that. So,
I do take like a note of where I lost him, though, mentally, just in case, like, maybe he ducked out into some sort of like hive of scum and villainy.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I guess you make your way back to the bounty bar. Cash for Jedi.
Yeah.
The bounty bar. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Cashforjedi.com.
Justforjedi.com. Yep. And I guess you meet up with the rest of the crew. You now have some information, I guess, though, about where you could potentially find, or at least someone. He was hinting at force sensitive, but you know, it's up to you guys whether you believe that or not. The information gathered is just basically just like an aerial photograph of like a farm, and you know, information about like how many targets they suspect being in there. It's 3 targets, and the one that they're after is the younger one, a child. So.
Oh.
Given your knowledge on the situation, you would assume that it's simply just either a force-sensitive child or someone who isn't aware of their Jedi possibilities. So.
Well then, Varel, what say you?
Oh, we met up. Sorry.
Yeah, you're
we
all
all
back
met
together.
up.
If you all want to go back to the ship and include
Yeah.
Dia in this as well, that'd be cool too.
What has Dia been doing?
Meditating.
Oh.
Totally not sulking.
Do you want to make a meditation roll, or maybe would you like to see into the future?
Actually, yes. Trying to see into the future might be a good idea. I'm just going to be like, okay, let's see if we can see how this bullshit's going to go then.
So yeah, maybe you sit down. I assume, and maybe you can tell me if I'm wrong, but you do it away from the area where the people were murdered, so not in the cockpit and not in the common.
Yeah, I'll probably just find like a quiet corner of the shipyard, and just sort of sit down and
look over the jungle or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, just open my mind. I don't know, close my eyes, open my mind, see what I can sense, anything.
Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna make how many? What's your force rating?
1.
1. Okay. So I will roll a 1 for you. Yeah. So yeah, as you try and reach out, the vision of Morin clouds your mind, and you just see his face without any robotics in it.
Yeah.
And it's just his empty eye sockets just staring deep into you, and he just smiles at you. And then you just snap awake, I guess, and everyone else is there in front of you. Yeah.
You okay, dear?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yes. Tried to get a sense of what the future holds, but all I was seeing was creepy pants and his creepy eyes. Well, lack of eyes. That was pleasant. Yes.
I hold my hand out to help you get up.
Thank you. Right.
We have found some information.
Oh?
Yeah, and Yola hasn't seen this either. So I get out the information on this supposed Jedi bounty.
I sort of like get close to Varel and try to look over his shoulder.
Yeah, I'm totally just like, interesting. Huh. So what are you thinking? We go there and find this person and recruit them to our side or something?
They're already on our side. They are a Jedi.
Or perhaps
They're a
just a
bit
full
young.
sensitive. We don't know they're a fully trained Jedi.
This was a bounty board, and they wanted them dead.
They want all Force sensitives dead, do they not?
No.
Well, we'll see. If it's if it's
Either
just
way,
some...
it is our duty to protect them.
Fair point, yes. If it's not us, it's some other bounty hunter, I suppose. That does seem like a plan, yes.
Look, if you want to take on this lunatic, we need all the help we can get.
That's a fair and valid point, yes. All right, then.
Have you spoken to Jimmy Jams? Do you know how close he is to finishing?
I don't know. Last time I saw him, he was sat there going...
I like the
And I
idea
don't
that he
know
walks past carrying like a
means.
big like toolbox, and he's like, "It's gonna take a couple hours."
I'm just like,
Yeah.
Your big end's gone, love. Gonna cost you.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah. It's just a traditional mechanic thing.
Big end.
But yeah, he was sucking his teeth. I don't know what that means, but
Yeah.
that sounds bad, right? I asked him how long it would take. He was like, about a week, but I don't
He was
know.
muttering something about a big end last time we walked past him. I have no idea what that is.
How big is it, and why? What is the end? Oh, on second thoughts, I don't want to know.
I imagine all three of us just turn to Yola, being the mechanic.
Yeah. What is a big end? And where has it
Yola,
gone?
what is a big end?
It's the big part. You know, the end that's big.
No.
Our ship's kind of... I mean, it doesn't have a big end. It's fairly,
Not of the ship
see.
itself, of the,
I
the
really
carbanizer.
don't. I nod
what?
as if I understood everything you just said. Mm-hmm.
Carbanizer. Yeah.
What's a carbon? What?
It moves the universe around the ship. Okay.
Right. Okay. Well,
Yeah, the big end is really sensitive. It's got a lot of sensitive equipment in there. It just goes sometimes.
Just resisting all of the penis jokes. Sorry. Anyway.
See, the little
Well.
end, it's, solid as a rock.
what planet is this bounty on?
This planet.
Oh, this planet.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a local bounty board at the.
Yeah, but this is a spaceport. There could be other bounties.
Yeah,
Okay.
you would have to go it would take you like a day or so to drive there with a thing, but you could definitely go there.
We need to secure some transport. It took
Speeder
all my
bikes.
resources.
Echo speeder bikes. Let's
You
get
have
speeder
some
bikes.
speeder bikes?
No, let's get them. I want speeder bikes. I've always wanted to try a speeder bike.
How?
I don't know.
I don't think I am qualified to ride a speeder bike, to be perfectly honest with you.
I think Ray
don't
probably
think-
is. Ray can drive anything, right?
Yeah, Ray can drive it, but no, like
We're not all going to get on a speeder bike.
not all
Yeah,
of
we
you
can.
fit on the one speeder bike. So
No, it's fine.
true.
Ray's driving. I'll sit behind her, and then you can just sit on the handlebars.
that's 3 people.
Are you insane?
Plus a cat, plus another person. So.
No, we just have like a little like.
So
cart for
we'll
the
get
cat
a
and the person.
tram or
But
perhaps a taxi, and we'll just call it a speeder bike.
okay.
The other thing is too, you guys don't have any money because you gave up the 500 credits that you got.
No, that
And
was
I
my
bought-
500 credits from.
Well,
from
yeah, I mean,
Connect.
you guys don't have that much money left over anyway, right?
That 500 credit was my personal 500 credits from
Sure.
character creation, which I didn't spend. So we still have whatever we had before.
Yeah, which is
And minus the cost of a restraining bolt.
which I believe is like 50 credits or something like that. So.
Yeah, so I
How
have
much money do we-
175 credits.
I have. Oh God, how much money?
You could potentially rent some sort of like
Car.
like space vehicle, like planetary space vehicle thing.
I have no idea what my money.
We could maybe rent a car or get a Lucas Uber.
Oh, what? What?
A Lucas Uber.
Have you not heard of Lucas Uber? It's the new thing. Anyway.
Oh, you mean a Lacusaber?
Sorry, my pronunciation.
The Crucible. Yeah.
Yeah, Lacusaber.
So what's the plan, guys?
Is this enough money?
You
to
could
rent us
get
a car?
like a civilian airspeeder is like you can go up to 10 people, 10 to 30 people. So combat cloud car? No, you don't want that. You don't want that.
Angel Club?
Maybe we can hitchhike.
Yes, we're Jedi.
I
so
don't
we're hitchhiking.
fancy hitchhiking to go and find a bounty.
Yeah, so it would probably
could-
like if you want to rent a car for like a couple of days or whatever like that. I imagine it would probably be like 100 credits or something like that.
Maybe.
But you'd
we
have to put your
could-
name into like a system and all that sort of shit. So
Maybe we could steal some sort of vehicle from another bounty hunter so they can't hunt down slaves anymore.
Jimmy Jams?
where?
How is our big end?
It's gonna be a couple days.
Do you know of any people that may rent us a car?
I got
Without paperwork.
I got a cousin who rent you a car. Yep.
Is a good cousin?
It's a good car.
Have they passed their safety checks?
They're not going to ask us for our names, are they?
As far as I'm concerned, you boys don't have names.
That's good. Yes, if you could maybe give us contact details for him, that would be great.
Well, he's coming by here to help actually fix his ship because it's taking too long.
Because the big end in the
Lots of dust.
Where
Lots of
has
dead
it even
bodies.
gone anyway? What is the big end and where has it gone?
Big end?
Oh,
It's a big end of the carboninizer. I just told you.
Yeah,
I
what
do
she
that
said.
guy thing where I pretend I know everything about cars just because I'm a guy. Oh, you know. They,
Someone's cooking a
Yes,
barbecue and
yes.
you explain how to cook the meat on it. Stand there's like, that sausage looks like it could use a turn, mate. And you're like,
For some reason, when you said someone was cooking a
Literally every
barbecue,
barbecue ever. Just group of blokes just standing around the barbecue. Probably turn that.
when you said someone was cooking a barbecue for a second, I
you
thought you meant
called
there was
it
someone in the
yeah.
ship with like cooking a barbecue like on the carboninizer.
There's like a hacienda in the corner.
dried meat on a stick hanging from like the hallway that you have. Yeah. So if you want, he can give you like a land speeder sort of thing. So
Could someone possibly pay?
I take out my 175 credits. All the money I have in the world.
yep, that'll do it. That'll be the money.
Okay.
Bring it back within a couple of days, and that way he can pick his kid up from sucker, space sucker. Sorry.
What is sucka?
And why
Ball
is a
kick.
kid doing it?
It's ball kick. Kick a ball with a
Oh,
foot.
ball kick. I love ball kick.
Mm.
It's my
Wait,
favorite
there's a
game.
kid involved in ball kicking? That sounds terrible.
Well, you gotta start them young these days. The professional leagues are real tough.
You never played ball kick before?
That sausage could do with a turn.
Only when somebody tried to grab my ass in that bar.
No, that's a completely different thing.
No, it's a sport.
They kick you for sport?
I think so.
I'll teach you the rules later. Come on, let's go.
It's got rules?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Any rule
so-
you run away afterwards.
You didn't think it was possible, but a slightly smaller man with a bigger beard comes out of the land speeder that you guys have. It kind of looks like a family sedan sort of speedster.
Does he have exactly the same accent?
He's like, "Hey, you're the one that's gonna hire my speed car."
Yes.
I hand him the credit stick.
Yeah, he like, he's like, he looks at it and he's like, okay, I would have preferred cash, but, and he like pulls his out and he like touches the tips, siphons your 150 credits out of there.
Kika.
That's how you do it, man. You touch tips, okay? Sword fight.
It's called docking.
Yeah. And you guys get into the land speeder. It's like, don't let that cat there poop on my seat.
Oh, don't worry, it's house trained.
Mostly.
It's car trained.
Most.
It's gonna make
As
trouble.
long as you don't
It's
make
fine.
it mad.
Yeah, it's fine. Just as long as it's hang its head out the window, it's fine.
So you guys, start driving off. Let's get a roll from Tess, because I assume you're driving, right, Ray? Yeah, Ray's going to be driving. So what is your planetary piloting?
I have rank 1 in it, and a yellow and 2 greens, so I don't know what that means.
A yellow and 2 greens? Okay, cool. This isn't going to be very hard, so it's probably going to be like a 1 purple. We'll make it 2 purple. Because you guys didn't. No, actually, we'll make it 1 purple with a black, because you're reading instructions off a bounty to try and find this farm place, right?
No, I'll read her at the.
Oh, this is the navigation as well.
Yeah, this is the navigation as well. Yeah, so.
I have astro navigation.
yes, I'm going to use the stars of this foreign planet to navigate to a place I've never been to before. I like how down the bottom it actually gives you like, yes, just follow these star signs in the sky, and it'll lead you to this force sensitive person.
Can I just help with the navigation?
I mean, the black comes from that. Like, it's not a lot of information as to where this is, right?
Oh, okay.
So this is, it's not that you can help. I mean, I assume you all are helping, but
the way you worded it, it sounded like she was like driving with one hand and like reading with the other.
No. It's just the lack of information makes it a difficult thing to drive to.
Okay.
More than anything. So we'll make this roll and then we'll go for a break because, you know.
Because I need to pee again.
Yeah, you broke the seal and now you're paying for it. Okay, jeez.
I drank too much tea when I started, and just the caffeine and.
All right, so let's. You guys want to use Destiny Pool or anything like that here?
No, this is important.
All right, you succeed with 1 advantage. So, yeah, you guys like, you know, I imagine it's a lot of sort of driving over like dusty sort of hills and stuff like that. And you get to like a fork in the road, and you know we get a montage of everyone looking at the map, and then like maybe Varel like, oh not Varel, maybe like Yaula like turns it up the other way, puts it back in your hands, and everyone's like, ah, and then you,
Burrell
like,
absolutely flatly refusing to stop to ask for directions.
yeah.
Wait, is Yaula in the back pointing, going, "You want to flip that sausage there, mate?"
Yeah, we're all just like, just stop and ask for directions. We don't need to stop and ask for it. Stop and ask for it. We don't need to stop and ask. No, just ask for something.
The cat's going from side to side, looking out the window of the car.
The cat's
all the
just
time.
out the window.
But yeah, you guys managed to get to the outskirts of this family's property, I guess. it's kind of like almost like a little burrow hut thing. Kind of almost like it's like a hobbit hut a little bit. I want to describe it as. That's what I've got it pictured in my mind. There's a lot of like electronic equipment around the outside of this thing, like weather vanes and stuff like that. But the electronic variety. So, what would you guys like to do?
Are we like out in the middle of nowhere?
Pretty much, yeah. Think Luke Skywalker's place. Like it's farmland,
Moisture
so
farming.
not so much moisture farmer. There is crops out here, but it's mostly grass and stuff. So,
Dear, is there anything you can do to help us?
Like what?
Sense their presence?
Or we could go and knock on the door.
If I were harboring someone who was trying to stay hidden,
Fine, I'll. Right. How many times a day can I do this thing?
I mean, like, it's been a while since you attempted.
All right. Okay. So I'll just be like, oh, fine.
So you want to try it again?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, you're too white. Yeah, there's you sort of like, it doesn't take you long. Like maybe you just sort of open your mind up to the force around you, and instantly you get premonitions of like no. Okay, so normally when you do this, you don't get any sort of like, normally it's like, this is my personal bubble and this is what's going to happen to me in maybe like 5 hours time. Right now, it's kind of like, have you seen Fifth Element before, when she's reading the history of humanity on the computer and it's just gone?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a little like that, except your mind is being projected into the future. You see Morin, and a man with a green lightsaber fighting, and Morin is like using his fist to parry the saber that's coming down, and doing like a force push on him, and he's flying back. You get a picture of a man holding a new baby that's screaming, and it's got like a tattoo on its face. You get like a picture of a Star Destroyer coming in over a green planet as it's surrounded by TIE fighters. You get a picture of like several children all holding lightsabers and pointing it at a short man in a dark robe. You get all these sorts of like images.
Can I not be narrating this as you're saying it?
It happens within a second or two, right?
Oh,
it's just
okay,
sort of like
okay.
bombarding you with all these imageries and stuff like that you've never seen before.
I saw Morin fighting a man with a green lightsaber. Star Destroyers over a green planet, and a baby with some sort of mark on its face, and 4 younglings with lightsabers against a figure in a dark robe. Oh. Interesting.
but you don't sense any force sensitive.
Okay.
I'm not your personal Jedi detector, okay?
That's a different power. That's a different
Zaza,
power.
guide my lightsaber. That was a Princess Bride reference.
I know, I got it.
That sigh wasn't directed at you or your skills. Sorry. Yola, do you know how to talk to these people?
Why do you torture her?
I know how to talk to anyone.
Like, I'm the...
Yola takes out her like Imperial officer hat and puts it on and adjusts it. Straightens her coat.
Oh,
Wait, you're a
please
Twi'lek,
take that
right?
Takes off her hat and then puts it away.
You're a Twi'lek, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just
Bouncing on tentacles.
oh, man, I'm just trying to imagine.
Somebody order a strippogram.
Yeah, that's about the only instance where a Twi'lek would wear an Imperial outfit. Especially an officer's one. Like they hate aliens in the Empire. I need to remind you about that. Like, but damn, the only place that they accept aliens is within the Inquisitorium. That's about the only place within the Empire that you will find creatures other than humans. So
I motion her to the door.
Yagula walks up to the door and like gently knocks.
You're about
on
to do a knock, right? And the door opens. And there's a man who's just like, he's like, yes, come inside. God, just get in here.
I look back and thumbs up, like, see, I know how to do it. And then I walk inside.
I look around to the other two in amazement.
yeah. The equivalent of a fucking hooked cane comes out and pulls her inside, sort of thing. No.
She's getting better.
So before any of you even walk in, it's just like, wipe your feet. The cat sits in the corner. Like he hasn't even seen the cat yet, sort of thing. So
yeah, I wipe my feet.
I wipe my cat.
Meow, says the cat.
Yeah, I will definitely wipe my feet.
Yeah, I will totally wipe my feet too. Well, okay then.
So he'll sit down in like the equivalent of like an old lady's knitting chair, and he has tea already out on the table, and he takes a cup for himself, and he's like,
Do you mind if we?
"Oh, please, it's what it's for."
I know it's polite to ask though.
So
how's the tea?
Oh, I like it, but are you here to kill me?
I was asking out of character, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. It's not bad. It's kind of like, it tastes like all he did was take tea leaves, put it in the pot, and just put water in it, and then just like pour it from, like, it doesn't taste like tea bags. It's not like.
It's proper tea.
It's proper tea. It's like yeah, like he grew the tea himself, cut it, put it in the pot, that sort of thing. Yeah.
You can still taste the farmland.
Yeah, it's earthy. That's a good way to describe it. Yes, earthy.
Ah, this is good tea.
Look, I can see you coming from a mile away, but I can't get your intentions. Tell me, are you here to kill me?
No.
Do we look like the kind of people that would go around killing people?
Well, that one is, and he points to Viril.
My expression doesn't change.
Why him?
Oh, he's got blood on his hands.
We're not here to kill anybody.
We are not here to harm you in any way.
Good.
Everyone has blood on their hands in some form.
No, you would. Nope. Incorrect statement.
How can you tell?
Oh, I mean, you can see it inside of his soul. You can't. You can just see it.
Oh, you're force sensitive, aren't you?
Oh, you get a cookie, this one.
I think he's a little more than force sensitive.
Yes, we are, in fact, also force sensitive. And
well, anyway, there's a bounty on you. Let's go.
What?
We're not taking you in. We're saying it's not safe here.
Oh, right. For just a second there, you had me going. Yes, we have taken a bounty on you, but in order to we've taken a bounty on you, but in order to warn you, rather.
Well, in order to find you.
Yes, we need your help.
How long have you been in the Order?
Most of our lives.
How old are you?
It's about
18.
I've forgotten how old I am.
22, I think.
22 and 3/4.
I'm this many. She holds up both her feet and forefingers.
We are not that young.
Okay.
Not that old either.
Proportional
killings,
to
The killings happened before we could finish our training.
What,
Well, mostly finished.
what killings? What are you talking about?
Are you a Jedi or just Force sensitive?
Well, of course I'm a Jedi. I gave up that life. I mean, Jedi's.
You don't know about
mostly-
the. You don't know then?
Know what?
You must have felt it.
What if he's an Inquisitor?
He like
He's
rips
a
off his
trap.
mask. He's Morin under there. It's like, ha!
It was me all along.
No,
And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you pesky younglings. No, you didn't hear? You didn't.
no, like
The Empire, they killed most of the Jedi. Our master. All the younglings.
oh, well, that is unfortunate.
We are-
Not that it matters though. The Jedi are annoying. Yeah,
Not that it matters?
I would describe the Jedi as frustrating.
Regardless of their
Thousands
frustration.
of people died. And you call
Exactly.
it frustrating.
Oh, you're only concerned about the Jedi. War happens all the time in the Empire.
Our line is being wiped out. We're all being actively hunted. How do you think we found you? And I put the bounty note in front of him.
It seems I spend too much time outside. That's what that problem is. Let me tell you something about the Jedi Order. It's foolhardy. It really is. There's no reason to believe that we need to be the peacekeepers of the universe.
If we don't, who else will?
The universe existed before the Jedi, and it'll continue to exist after the Jedi have gone. The Jedi's not... The universe hasn't exploded yet, has it? And you said the Jedis are dead, so... My point exactly.
With the Jedi's dead, the balance is out of order.
Oh, the balance. The balance is about cosmic evil, not about people standing up in a political manner. Gosh.
Who do you think is hunting you right now?
Well, you?
Politicians or killers?
Let me guess. You think I can help you as well, huh? With your Jedi Order stuff.
Well, we were hoping we could help you not get killed.
Oh.
But yes, this isn't a one-way street.
What do you need from me, then?
Your help, your power, your strength.
As I said, I have no blood on my hands. If you wish to kill someone, you're going to have to find some other retired Jedi to do it for you.
We're being hunted by an Inquisitor.
Ooh, sounds troubling.
Troubling.
Will you help us in any way?
Oh, you come to my home and you say that I'm being hunted, but the only people here who've managed to find me is you.
Because we took the bounty before any of the others did. Terrible things are going to happen. We need your help. I've seen things.
All right, let's get some rolls going. Who would like to charm this old man? I'm thinking it sounds a lot like Dia.
Oh God!
Can
how's
Dear
my
use
charm?
my charm skill?
My charm is what have I got? I got two green in charm. So
I have 3 green.
Okay. So what we can do...
I have a yellow and a green.
Yellow and a green? Okay.
Also, I've got some bullshit. I'm just pulling up the PDF for charmy stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, carry on. I gotta find the page.
Are you talking
Chrome
about your
Elder.
smooth talker?
I got smooth talker and kill with kindness. I'm not sure what that does. That's what I want to check.
You should write all the stuff in the summary section of your book, so you don't have to look it up every time.
Yeah, no, I put the page in there. Because there's a lot of writing. Consular Sage. I thought it was Deer that's doing the charming anyway.
Yeah, it is. But we're going to use...
Oh, because I can use powers through her, can't I?
Yes, you can. But
Talent.
however, anytime that you want to do it against a Jedi, you have to make a discipline check.
Where are books? Where the hell are all the books? Alright, scrolling down.
Just use the bookmarks, dude.
Yeah, I can't see where it doesn't list the books. It just lists
Yeah.
talent, skills.
Character 2, character creation, and then steps 4 and 5. Select the career.
Okay, no, that's Guardian. Where's Consular? Come on. Guardian. Mystic. God damn it, where's Consular? Oh, is it at the top?
Yeah, console is like the first one.
Here we go. Not Nine and Disciple, I've just got that. Remove 1 black pill rank of kill with kindness from all charm and leadership checks.
Okay.
And oh, I should have. Oh, right. Smooth talker. Blah blah blah. When making checks with that skill, spend the force symbol to gain additional successes equal to ranks in smooth talker, which I have 1 rank.
Okay, so we need you say something in character so that we'll make you make the roll then, if you want to do that. Try and convince this man.
Look,
Mm-hmm.
we're lost. Everyone we've ever known is dead. We're being hunted by some evil, arse-showing dark Jedi. We have nowhere to turn.
Well,
Help us, please.
You're our only hope.
Okay. So you're making a charm check, yeah? And you get to add force. What's your force rating?
2.
Okay. What's your charm check?
My charm is a 1 yellow and 1 green.
Okay. Does anyone have a higher charm pool than that?
Nope.
I can
I just
remove a
have
black.
3 green.
You have 3? Okay, so what did you say your ranks were? How many ranks in charm do you have, Peachy?
2, I think. Just double check. Skills.
You had 2 yellow, you said?
No, 1 yellow and 1 green.
Okay, so that
I
means
have
you have
one
1
rank.
rank. So we're going to do 2 yellow, 1 yellow, 2 green, 2 force die, and it's going to be a difficult, so 4 purple. Basically, you're trying to convince an old hermit to leave his hermit ways to come adventure with a young Jedi whom he
Young,
already hates.
annoying, naive Jedi.
Yeah.
Fucking kids.
And the triumph counts as success for smooth talker.
I mean, triumph always counts as success, so
Oh, does it?
it adds
But it
a
says
success.
spend to gain additional success.
Yeah, you can spend a triumph to gain additional success. Yeah. Oh yeah, no dice. So hang on. What does your force thing say? You
Which
get a
one?
success
Kill with
for.
kindness?
No. You spend force pips to get what?
Spend the triumph to gain additional
No, the force
success.
one. The way you roll the force die.
Sorry?
You said that you roll your force die along with a charm check.
No, we're making checks with the skill.
Yes.
So that's charm, coercion, deception, or
Yeah.
negotiate.
Mhm.
Spend try. It just says.
What
spend
page
tri-
are you on? Give me the page.
Page is 71. Consular Sage.
Okay, and what are you?
Smooth talker.
We're looking at smooth talker. Okay.
also
When
have
first
that
acquired,
triumph.
choose 1 skill. When making checks with that skill, spend triumphs to gain additional successes and ranks in smooth talker. Okay. Where do we add your force points to this? Okay, we don't. Right. Fine. Yeah. No. He's just like, no. I can't do anything like that. I have my turnips here.
You think turnips are more important than helping people?
Yes, that's a good way of putting it. Turnips don't do anything wrong. Turnips don't tell you things that you think that they should know. Turnips taste great and they go in just about everything.
I could set up a hydroponics bay on the ship.
A hydroponics now?
Hydroponics.
I think it's something to do with the big end.
What?
No, it's separate from the big end. Basically, it's like a nice, super efficient garden where it's got like some nice water flow, so everything stays nice and full of nutrients and moisture. It's great. Let you take your garden with you.
So he's gonna look at you, Pharrell. Can you make a? Sorry, I'll make it for you. But can you tell me what your discipline is?
Discipline is 2 yellow and 1 green.
Okay. 2 yellow, so that's 2 red and 1 green. All right. Take a look here. Okay. What's discipline rated under?
Will.
Well, thank you. Okay. Well, bam. Interesting result. Okay. So he just looks at you and is like, well, I don't really want to get into that much combat. I mean, you've seen your fair share in the last few hours, so, well, a day and a bit, I guess. 2 days? Yeah, something like that. I'm an old man. What use would you have of me? I'll take your advice, though. I'll take my turnips and go somewhere else, but no, this is my home, and the Jedi's issues of heart don't concern me.
Regardless of whether you think you're a member of the Jedi, the Empire thinks you are.
Do you not wish to strike back against the Empire?
No, I wish to do the exact opposite. I wish to strike back against the moles that have been infecting my garden.
I laugh at this.
Well, we are rather young and could use some extra guidance. Perhaps you or someone you know could help us in that regard.
What is it with the young Jedi and always sucking after old men? I don't understand it.
Look,
I mean, you're
you...
just
We
so
appreciate
attractive.
wisdom, you old fart.
Dear. Manners.
I am exasperated.
There is a great evil taking over the universe. Planets, galaxies will be lost. If we don't stand up and fight against this great evil, then everything you've ever strived for, everything you've known, loved, I assume you love, gone.
He just
Turnips and all.
he just sort of looks at you straight in the eye, Varel, and he's like, "Would you like more tea?"
Just sit there and angrily drink tea. Just
I'm gonna sit there and drink tea and try and center myself, because this guy.
I wasn't trying to suck up. I actually want to know stuff. Eula says and looks pouty.
Well, here's the thing about knowledge, and this is what I'm going to give you for free. Knowledge, if you seek it, will always leads to problems. It's best to remain ignorant.
But knowledge is power. Knowledge gives you more options. Knowledge
Child,
allows
what did you learn about power in your training as a Jedi? Because I know you had training as a Jedi, but what did you learn about seeking power?
It's wrong.
It's
It's
wrong.
dark side.
The Jedi are the exact same as the Sith. They are. They are like the polar opposite of the coin. One seeks knowledge, the other seeks power. Their power and knowledge are the same thing. The Force is not something you can use to a whim. The Force is something that helps things grow. We wouldn't have turnips or people or anything if the Force didn't exist.
With the dark side so strong, nothing can grow in this.
The dark side isn't strong. The dark side is remain consistent. What you're
No,
seeing
the
is a
balance
man's
is
ambitions
perfect.
being played out. It's nothing more than that. And unless you're going to use your powers of the Force to control a man's ambition, you sound like the Jedi I left.
I don't want to control a man's ambition. I want to stop the evil.
Well, I don't see it as evil. I just see it as the changing of the tides.
When one of your turnips has maybe a disease, what do you do with it?
Well, they don't because I grow them correctly.
I look at him. You've never once had a bad turnip.
Sure. But it's not
Okay,
it's not a global economic scale. It doesn't affect more than just
The
my
Force
cabbage and
is
turnips.
everything. It surrounds us. The Force is everything. It affects the entire universe around us. You know this. This wall, this lie you've put up around yourself, it won't protect you from what is about to come.
Yeah, we saw bounty hunters turning in bloody lightsabers at the bounty station earlier today.
Let me ask you a question then. If you get mugged, do you pull out another gun and say, no, I won't get mugged? Or do you just get mugged?
I do not get mugged.
But if you pull out a gun when he had a knife, doesn't it make the situation worse?
Why would I
Oh.
use something as clumsy and random as a blaster?
Why would you not just talk your way out of it?
Well, I'm not moving. He like crosses his arms and is like, you're going to have to find someone else. Probably
Can you at
someone younger than me. Because I tell you what, I can barely make it to my newspaper in the morning.
Dear, tell him what you saw.
If you read newspapers, then you know what's been going on in the galaxy.
I don't
you?
read
Huh?
newspapers. God damn it. Thought that was obvious. I live in the middle of nowhere. No one delivers newspapers out here.
Then why did you say it, huh? Huh?
Because I'm a funny old man.
Can I
We need a
send
funny
a
old man in the
feeling?
group.
Can I send a feeling to Dear?
Send me
Like,
a
because
feeling.
when she saw those images, we felt them, right? I
Oh,
want to
no,
send
no.
that.
Yeah.
I want to send that back to her.
What, the feeling of being utterly fucking perturbed?
The feeling of loss, and maybe you should bring it up. I give her a wink that says exactly to the letter.
A knowing PC glaze.
Wait, what are you trying to get me to do?
You've seen some fucked up shit.
Well, I mean, guys, if it's safe here, why don't we just stay here?
It isn't safe here.
It's very
Well, I
definitely.
mean,
Oh, you
he's
could help me in the
saying stay
garden.
here.
I would love the company. It would be great.
Oh, good. We're going to die as turnip farmers. That'll be great.
It's better than fighting a war, is it not?
Look, I've seen things. Okay, What color is this planet from space?
Orange?
Not this one then. I've seen star destroyers. I've seen babies with birthmarks. I've seen.
He just
Oh.
he just like, you know, puts down his tea and remembers like, tell me about this the birthmark one. Go back to that.
I saw a baby with looked like a mark on its a birthmark, a tattoo or something. Can I describe the tattoo at all?
Yeah, sure. You can try. Yeah.
All right. So, what does it look like?
You tell me. You saw it.
It's a little lightning bolt.
No, it's not. No, I'm gonna say it almost looks like a sort of a dagger or something over one eye.
Like a scar almost, but like black.
Kind of. It's just like a sort of a flat top and then a.
He's like, hold that thought. And he'll sort of like stand up, and you hear like the sound of his back cracking as he stands up. It's like, oh yeah. And he'll like trudge off, and he's like, wait there, don't let that cat move. I don't want cat hair in my house. And
Have you heard of yoga? Should try it.
he like waves you off.
What's yoga?
He'll bring back a book. He'll come down and he'll flip through a couple of pages, and he's like, does it look like this one? And he'll like point it at it. It's basically like it's a mark that's been given to like on the page. It's like a mark that's been given to a lot of young Padawans for having exceptional talent reading people. And it's normally like a birthmark that comes out. They call it all sight.
Yes, it is.
He like snaps the book back up and he's like, when do we have to leave?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm coming with you. I've made a decision.
Our ship will be ready by the time we get back.
Why have you made? You were absolutely dead set on not leaving. Why? What is what the
Because
tactic?
He'll
Do you need to
ignore
gather
you and
anything
he'll
before we go?
turn to Yaula and he'll be like, what's this about a hydro whatchamacallit?
Hydroponics bay. I could probably set one up.
Well, do we have time to bring my turnips?
How many have you got? How long will it take?
Do you
300.
have sacks?
3 what?
300 turnips.
That's a lot of turnips.
It's
I like
a
turnips.
perfect amount of turnips. We can take all 300.
Would you not just take seeds with you and grow some more?
I
Just take the
suppose.
turnips, dear.
No. We can take seeds. It's fine. Turnips grow from seeds. Yes, I know about farming.
So
You
he'll
put the seeds in the ground and then the turnip pops out.
he'll like go get like a duffel bag or something like that, and he'll pull his stuff in. No Jedi ropes though. He's basically just got like old
This
man.
guy's not stupid, is he?
Old man pants and jackets and shit like that, you know.
Why
then-
does everything you own smell slightly musty? I don't understand.
I only ever wear like 2 pairs of clothing. I live by myself, for crying out loud. He'll like. It's been a while. Can you?
He smells sweet.
One
Peas, doesn't he?
can one of
Especially-
you please grab the box on the top of that shelf there? And then he'll like turn around and go into his room and start packing.
I
clothes
immediately
and
reach for the box.
stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's not hard.
I'm totally gonna lift the lid on the box and have a peek because I'm a nosy motherfucker.
Yeah, there's a set of 2 small sabers in there.
Lightsabers.
What? No, those are obviously spanners. Wink.
And then he'll come back into the room and he's like, "Of course they're lightsabers. What?"
No, they're spanners. Wink.
Oh, wink, wink. Yes, those are definitely spanners. Right. Yes, definitely.
I'm confused. Are they spanners or lightsabers?
They're spanners.
They're lightsabers.
They're actually.
They're lightsabers, child.
He said he was like, see, I'm right. I'm right.
I stand up.
I'm just saying we should get in the habit of not talking about things like lightsabers.
Yes, but we're in a
generally.
place of safety at the moment.
I stand up and force pull a sack to me and go outside to collect some turnips.
Can
Wanted to
you
pull
pass me one of those sabers out of the box, please?
I'll
Certainly.
help for real with
So-
the turnips.
I'm
So
just
does the
such a
kitty.
suck up right now.
Yeah. So he'll grab it and be like, "Be careful not to pull them up by the roots. That's how you regrow them." Hmm? Okay. And then he'll take a knife and cut his hand. And then he'll like rub blood all over the saber, and then he'll drop it on the ground and be like, "Take that back to those people. I don't want to be alive anymore."
Yeah, we'll pick it up and
Sly
be like,
old
okay,
bastard.
got it.
Right, okay.
And he's like,
Huh.
"I wish there was a better way of putting blood on things without having to cut open your hand. This sucks." And then he'll just he'll put his hand over his other hand, and then like the cut will go away, and he'll be like,
That's my turnip pulling hand.
Yeah, he'll heal the cut on his hand and be like, ugh. Okay, well, I'm good to go. I'll wait for you all in the car. Get all 300 turnips, and then some of the soil. The soil here is really good. It's taken years for me to get it perfect.
Ray, what on earth is a turnip?
I think it's a small animal.
My God, everyone's taking over Ray's voice today.
I'm just being mouthy.
I see you're in quiet contemplation. I understand. I'm just gonna yank a turnip up. Does it come with roots?
It's like, you ever seen
Do you just pull the leaves out and the turnip stays in the ground?
Have you ever seen the new Dragon Ball Z or the Dragon Ball Super or whatever it is?
I haven't seen anything.
Oh God.
The very start of it, he rips
Beginning.
up a fucking turnip and it's really long. So it's a little like that. You rip it, you pull out. You're thinking about maybe yay big. These fuckers are like fucking long. They're just like these long ass turnips.
Does it have like the multiple bulbs like in the intro too?
Yes, yeah. These are like
Would he
exceptionally.
absolutely win some sort of farming competition? You know.
And
like-
here's the thing. It's unnaturally well grown. Like everything here is very virile. It feels like.
Does he have enormous marrows as well? And huge melons.
So the ground here is very like, I don't know if you guys know much about farming as like characters, but you might know in person. But like as characters, the earth is very rich with nutrients here.
Is it loamy?
Is that out of place?
Yes,
a place?
very much out of place. Like he's been doing a lot of like interesting like farming here.
Does he have some large, terrifying compost heaps that steam slightly?
No, it's just a field in amidst like what is decaying dirt almost. That's just rich with nutrients.
What is with this thing? Is this a big end? We're gonna need more sacks.
It's a big something.
Yeah.
My God.
Force it into the sack. Well, that's 299 to go.
Oh my. I really don't think we can afford. I don't think we can fit 300 turnips at right. Excuse me. Old man. What was your name anyway, old man? We never did ask.
Oh, it's Miro.
Miro. I don't think we can fit 300 turnips into the car. I think seeds might be a better option.
Then at least fill a bag of dirt.
Why?
Would a jar work too?
Dirt anyway.
Yes. And then he'll like slide the door back shut on the car and just sit in there.
Okay. Just get a bag of dirt. Let's go.
He's a strange old man.
No, it'll help for nutrients for starting the hydroponics.
But it's hydroponics. You don't put dirt in hydroponics.
There's nutrients in the dirt. We don't need to like get more nutrients to put in the water.
Do you know how hydroponics works?
Yes.
You don't put dirt in a hydroponic system and gum it up. God.
If you put a huge amount of it, but it would be diluted.
I've got 3 of them.
Oh, we don't need the turnips. It's fine. Just
We need
seed.
what? We need a bag of dirt.
Yeah, get some dirt instead.
I trudge back off with another sack.
You can hear me like cackling to myself mentally. Just.
We should probably bring those turnips though, so we have something to eat for dinner.
Yeah. And
Have you ever tasted a turnip?
Nope.
I refuse to eat peasant food.
and
Well,
with
you can
that,
stay here then.
how about we call that a session right there then? Yeah.
Yay!
Now that's what I call a session.
Because
Yeah.
I need to pee again.
Well, let's do some shout outs and then let the lady of the drinks go.
My bladder's like this big. It's teeny tiny.
And you fill it with liquids every single. Like I imagine you're on the toilet doing your business, just drinking and just like.
Don't make me laugh. No, I don't know. I've just had a lot of tea today, and apparently today my bladder is just like, I'm going to be hyperactive.
All right, let's start
Really
off with
efficient kidneys.
Tess. Tess, tell me about your favorite turnip dish. And a shout out.
I can't remember the last time I actually ate turnips. I had beets with goat cheese a couple days ago. Does that count?
I'll accept that.
Oh, I want beets with goat cheese. That sounds great.
Love beets with goat cheese. So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stream every day pretty much except for Mondays. Sci-fi, cyberpunky, futuristic stuff. Destiny, Destiny 2, Star Citizen, Elite Dangerous soon, that kind of thing. I'm obsessed with cats, and my microphone is acting up again, so I apologize for being quiet. Yeah.
No worries. Fuzzy, let's talk about you and your bladder a bit longer.
Hello, my name is Fuzzy Freaks, and I have the bladder the size of one of a 5-year-old child.
Of walnut.
Something like that, yeah.
What, like this big?
Tiny,
5-year-old?
No. My bladder is comparable in size to the bladder of a 5-year-old.
Ah, gotcha.
Possibly, I think 5-year-olds have better bladder control than me. Anyway, yes, I recently have been playing Wolfenstein: The New Order, which is fucking amazing, by the way. Get it, play it. It's fucking amazing. Yes, I paid real money for it, which is quite unusual for me these days because, you know, I'm lucky and I get codes. But yeah, so I'll be playing Wolfenstein until it's done, and then I don't know what I'm going to be playing after that.
Yeah, it's kind of a drought right now, a little bit. Yeah.
I've got a few games that I kind of need to play, so yeah. There's Destiny 2 actually. I'll probably be getting a code for that, so I might be poking at that a bit and seeing what happens.
on the console?
No, God, on PC.
That'll take a while to come out, like October, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I know there's been muttering about keys, so I was just like, yes, please. So that's gonna happen. But yeah, I have no idea what else I'm gonna play.
Nice.
No idea.
Peachy Pixel 8, my man. What up?
What up? It's your boy, my man. My name's Peachy Pixel 8. Tomorrow, after some Warped, which starts at 7 p.m. GMT, which is...
I'm in that too.
In a different time zone, other things. I will be in the Discord chatting, vodcasting, and we're going to play some Deceit. So if you have Deceit and you want to play with some people, follow me first. Twitch.tv/PeachyPixel8. There is a button you can hit. It's amazing. Oh my god, the future. And you can find my Discord there and maybe play some Deceit with us tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. All the community is just gonna lie to each other and pretend they're not the bad guy, which is like my real life.
Wait, is Deceit the which one's that one? I always
you have two monsters and with a group of people, and you got to figure out who the monster is before they kill you or before they drink the blood bags. It's kind of like it's a traitor game, but a video game version. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, okay, all right. So, and last but not least, we have Kika. What up, Keeks?
Hey, I'm Gika. I stream at twitch.tv/KIKK. I do cosplay construction, and I have been playing some Darkest Dungeon DLC lately. And I occasionally stream old RPGs in which I voice act every single character in the game. So, yeah.
Nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for sitting down and playing this game with us. Sorry for the technical issues at the start. Sometimes Roll20 can't be helped. You try and help them and they're just like, no. No. So, yeah, let's talk about Die Party real quick. We've got no Gambit later tonight, so unfortunately this will be the last game of the week because there's also no Whiskers and Whiskey because Eric is away at some convention. So the next Die Party game that will be played is on Mondays, which will be LA at Night, Vampire the Masquerade game, which is fucking excellent, by the way. You should definitely go check that out. But this weekend I'll be streaming all weekend because the lady's out. That means I get to do stuff. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this session, technical problems aside. So we will see you in a couple hours for the next stream. But thank you very much. We out of here. Good night.